Hello and welcome to day 2 of the MLQ Championships. I'm Emily Hickmott here with you broadcasting the Next Gen Showcase between the East and Chicago. This is going to be a 3-game series. All 3 games will be played no matter what. And if you're joining, welcome to seeing the future of the sport. I know you could be watching these basically the same 2 vibes of teams on the main pitch, but I think this is going to be more exciting. For Chicago, we have a lot of people out of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, Columbia College, Chicago, University of Missouri, and teams all across the Midwest. For the East team, it's a combination of primarily New York and Boston players, but a lot of these players know each other from the regular season, as we have a lot of RPI, Rutgers, Boston University, Emerson, Brandeis, Brown players on both sides. Starting for the Chicago Meow Stars, we have Oyhus Tuchker, Veronica Hoffman at beater. We have, one sec, I need to see numbers. Number 24, Spring Villick. Again, I can't see numbers right now, and I didn't get starting lineups, but for the East Flame? What's the technical name?
East Fury.
East Fury. We have number 11, Joe Colatino, and number 25, Rebecca Itty. Caitlin Penny, number 30, Isabel Rothus. Jalen Brooks out of Rutgers, and let me see, I'll get all the numbers once this game starts. Head reffing today, we have Chris Jane with an AR crew of Brian Nakasha, Alex Scherger, and Brandon Clark. So this will be a really exciting series. I know the last couple of years, these games have been really exciting, so we're excited to see what the next generation of the sport has to offer. Alright, also I can kind of see Hannah Wishaw and is also playing for Chicago. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we're excited to see this team. Alright, so we have brooms up. Number 13, Andrew Parcham, gets to the ball first, but Brooks is able to recover it. Hoffman is able to tap out that chaser. And we have number 17, Kevin Fantozzi, with the ball currently. It looks like the East Fury is playing a nice hoop zone with number 2, Jalen Brooks at the point. So we have passed it up top, and it looks like Chicago is primarily running a box offense here, so they're going to look to attack the corners. Control is currently with the East Fury, and that's a great beat there by Ois to open up that, and it looks like we'll see if Chicago is able to capitalize, but East is able to pick it up, pass to Brooks, but great break up there from number 13, Parcham, and the keeper, number 17, Fantozzi, goes, and they're streaking the other way. Number 34, Oren Weinstein, is able to make the hit out of Brenstein, and East Fury recovers. So far, both of these teams, I think, are kind of settling in to getting, kind of finding their footing, setting up their offenses. I know this is an exciting day for them, and they really want to focus on kind of calming down. So, number 30, Isabel Rothus with the ball for the East team currently, passing it back to Brooks. And in that exchange, Hoffman and Turika are able to regain control. And both of these players are out of the University of Champaign, Illinois, who made a big run last year at U.S. Nationals. That's a great catch. And their chasers are able to capitalize and score a goal. There may be a call on the play. Let's pause to hear what's happening. But if that goal is good, the first goal is by number 17, Fantozzi. And I think that's something that's really important to do when you have when you are able to get the ball on a fast break is running with your beaters. Number 11 had a really good catch, and that really opened it up for their chasers. And number 17 took the opportunity given and was able to finish through. So let's wait for the call on the play, but I believe that there's going to be a yellow card. It's going to be a yellow card on number 2, Jalen Brooks. The goal is good, and that negates the penalty time. So Kerr's score is currently 10-0 Chicago.
And now introducing your North Division champion, the Chicago Flyers.
Yeah. And Chicago continues to keep control of the dodgeballs. They're also here in a hoop zone. And here we have Penny, who their coaches really wanted to call out there. That's a great juke there by Penny. Great pass to Brooks, who drives and shoots on the top hook. And that is a great play all around. Even with control on that, the East Fury were really able to exploit good passing, and I think it all came down to Caitlin Penny making a really good juke around her defender there, drawing the defense in and then kind of letting them. And with that, we have some subs coming in. Entering the field, number 9, Rachel Bishop, number 69, Fiona Sullivan, number 19, TJ Farrow, who's the only San Antonio player here. And I like Chicago taking early subs here. It's a hot, humid day out here in Buffalo, New York, so it's important to make sure you're rotating through your people. And there, number 76, Emilio Rodriguez, looks to drive, but 30 on the Fury, Rothus was able to stand tall and keep her hoop well guarded, which allowed time for them to kind of force a bad play by the keeper there. I think there's part of when you're driving in, you really want to make sure you're drawing, as that drive is to draw people in, but you need to be looking to distribute from that. And that's a missed beat from beater 4, Harry Dans, which allows the East team to regain control with Itty and I can't see the number here, but I will get caught up with the ball. So number 19, Farrow, driving there and dunking on the middle hoop, and I think that's exactly what you want to do in those kinds of hoop zones, is attack from the sides, because that's where the defense is the weakest. And so now subbing in, we have Fee Boffey from Brown, as well as number 6, Megan Brown, out of the Vermont/Emerson program. Number 82, Matan Schwartz, is also in, along with Brooks. Oh wait, number 82, HB Biela. That's on me. But great defense there from Chicago, and creating chaos the other way. Beater number 1, Jason Anderson, does enough to get all of the dodgeballs on the ground. Fortunately, it is another missed shot from the keeper on Chicago. Score is still 1-0. So we got some more subs coming in. Zoe Bonner from BU subbing in as well, along with a new keeper as well. So currently, I think both of these teams could really need to kind of slow things down, make sure that they're taking time, and let's good play there by beater number 6 to make sure that that turnover did not happen. Drive there from the keeper on number 17, Rejan Himmel, out of BU to score. Score is now 20-10 Boston with about 5 minutes to go. And again, I think something that the East team is showing right here is they are really able to generate offense, with one dodgeball, which is something you really love to see, and that's something that comes with good passes and catching. We love teams that catch and pass, and as that shot rolled over halfway, that's going to be a turnover, as in MLQ the restrictor line is the halfway line, and you are not allowed to go over that line once you've started your offense. So now Bonner is going to bring the ball up. Let's see what they can do with it. pass to Himmel. And these two players play with each other on BU during the regular season, so they do have some pre-existing chemistry. All right, so we're gonna have a stoppage from play here. There was possibly a turnover. Number 69, Sullivan, doing a really good job there, putting pressure on that ball and kind of causing a turnover. All right. Yeah, so good pressure from 69 Sullivan. Unfortunately, they do get a card, so it is going to stay with the East, and it will be with okay, so it looks like number 82, HB Biala, also from BU, is going to get the quad ball there. They are able to pick a restrictor line where they are able to kind of move along in order to put themselves in the best position to score. Once again, score is currently 20-20 Chicago, so it's tie game. So let's see. And with that exchange, the Chicago Beaters are able to maintain control of the dodgeballs. So let's see how the East team here is able to kind of attack. And Sophie Boffey is going to try and see what they can create for their chasers here. They do move the ball behind, pass out to that wing chaser, and the keeper from Chicago is easily picks that up. But number 69, Logan Packard, puts early pressure on number 76, putting a good pressure on that. And number 17 is going to be able, the keeper for the East team is going to do a great job kind of picking that out of the air. So I think that's both good defense there from both keepers to read the passes and anticipate where they're going and cause turnovers for their teams. So now we have number 82, Biala, bringing the ball out, pass out to Zoer. And again, this line from the East team should have a good amount of familiarity because a lot of them are based out of the same BU program that saw a lot of success this most recent USQ season. And it looks like on that play, the East team is also able to regain control. However, the Chicago Beater recovers a dodgeball great, and that's a great wrap from number 76, Rodrigo, to kind of cause that turnover. And it is going to be a great stop there from Chicago. We also have new beater in 88, Fiona Flynn from Michigan State University. So I think what we're seeing here is both defenses really have an idea of what they want to do and are doing a great job reading and anticipating passes. So I think it's on both teams' offenses to kind of figure out how to break down the zones that they're running. And that's just an errant pass from number 76, Rodriguez. But I think the overall, a little more patience on offense from Chicago would probably benefit that. Right now, score is currently 2-all. So now, Bonner is once again bringing the ball up. They're going to try and work the ball around away from the beater. Number 54 kind of fumbles the beat. And that's a great... We're going to have a stoppage from play to see. There's a call on the play. Let's wait to see what Chris Jane says. I think that the Fury team is doing a really good job moving the ball around. I think they could just be a little quicker on their passes. So I think this is going to be a ruling on to whether or not there is a good goal. But let's see or if there was a beat out of number 54, Jorgensen. Yeah, Sturgeon. Sorry, that S looks very much like a J. My apologies. So, but if everything stands, we're gonna have the Fury with control as Boffey and Brown were able to regain control on that play. And it looks like number 54 is going to the box for a yellow card. Okay, so the call on the play is contact from behind on number 54 from Meow Stars. The goal was no good as the chaser was beat before, but due to the foul on the defending team, the ball is maintained with the East team. So let's see what this East Fury team is able to accomplish with a beater in the box. The beater with the ball on Chicago right now is going to have to do a lot to make sure. And they take a shot. I think in that situation you could maybe slow it down. You had a chaser beat out. You have a beater advantage. I think taking a little bit of time could improve the legs. And we have subs coming in here for the Meow Stars. So we got Fiona Flynn with the only dodgeball for her team right now, and you can hear the coach on the side telling her to be conservative, not overcommit on offense. So now we have number 3, Paula Roscoe, in for Meow Stars, and that's a great take from the keeper, number 17, Keith Fantonzi. And I think that something Chicago's doing really well is attacking that small hoop at speed. And they are able to kill a dodgeball penalty there, which you really love to see. That's a great pass and great pump faking there from 82, Biala. And I think something that a lot of chasers do in that spot is they're going to take the first shot that they get. And we're going to get another call, I think, here from number 54, Sturgeon. But let's wait to see what's happening. But going back to that last goal, a lot of chasers, when they catch the ball, they take the first pump and then they shoot. Biala did a really good job pumping a couple of times until the hoop that they wanted to shoot on was open and then taking that shot.
Yeah, really good patience to wait for it.
Yeah. And it looks like there will be... Yeah. All right, and as the yellow card on the beater happened after the goal was scored, that is going to be another turnover, which is kind of worst case scenario in that situation.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, I think that you just have, a lot of times when you're going for contact, you really want to go as soon as you see the person in front of you. You just got to make sure that you're getting your hips around them. And a lot of times, you just can wait a little bit, like nothing. If their back's to you, just wait a second. You'll probably be able to get around. And now we have Brooks back in the game. Pass to Ad Ojo, who dunks emphatically through that hoop. And Ad was a big part of the RPI program this year, and has really evolved as a finisher behind the hoops. Really creates a lot of mismatches back there. So excited to see them out here. We also have Shayna Cooper-Smith, also from RPI, subbing in. And really love to see all these different programs showing out and showing up for all this next generation. So
ooh, good catch.
That's a great catch again from Turiker, which is their second of the game. Great beat by Boffy to help maintain control. I do think it's going to come at the cost of a goal. But sometimes you go for control and you're like, it's okay, I have a goal. So the score is currently 4-3.
4-4.
4-4. If after this goal, there might be a call on the play, which may or may not negate the goal. Let's see what there is. And just like
another
that,
beater foul, yeah.
Yeah, just like that, the rain is also starting, so balls are going to start getting slippery out here. So hopefully we'll see how that affects it. I think with rain, you do have to kind of think about how you're best going. You might want to switch to doing a little bit more drives than passes because it is getting slippery. So let's see what's happening. Okay, so
that looks like it was probably an accident.
Yeah, so I think we have a call on number 11 for interpositional interference, which will negate the goal, I think. So the score is going to be 4-3. Still Furies in head. And we see a high press from number 17, Fantozzi, which is a good plan when you're trying to maybe slow down chasers and keep a fast break from going. Pass to Cooper Smith from Brooks, gets the ball back out, and now we also have number 9, Nina Mall, also from RPI in. This line here has a lot of RPI people, and they're probably going for some things. It looks like we may have another call on the play. Let's take a second to do that, just to see what they're discussing. But all around, I think all of these teams, I think, could just work a little bit on their precision, but I think they're all doing a good job. It is very rainy out here right now, so again, that's definitely going to affect how people play. You're going to get a little bit more slip-in, slide-in, maybe more drop passes. So I think incorporating a little bit more of like a pick and roll offense. It looks like number 3, Paul Orozco, is going to the box, and I think something Chicago can kind of look forward to in the rest of this game and going into the next 2 games is minimizing the total number of cards that they're getting, because I do think a lot of these are just like silly mistakes, and I think if they clean that up, it's going to make it a lot harder for the Fury to act. But
yeah, there's a lot of inexperience here, but even with like the bad weather and the rain, like it's good to slow things down and just to focus on your style of game, your play. And a lot of these turnovers are giving the East the opportunity to put points on the board, which they've done in the last 2 possessions.
Yeah. And there, Hoffman is filled out at driving and able to finish through number 23 and 17. So Oyas is released from the box with that goal.
But they're still down 1 chaser.
Yeah. Control is currently with number 36, Ethan Lido, and number 72, Matan Schwartz, both out of Brandeis University. So they should have some good amount of familiarity here and have a good ability to kind of understand. And we got a whole RPI line out there on the hoops with Jalen Brooks out of Rutgers University at point. So, there's a great take from number 17, Kevin Fantoni. Great beat from number 72, Schwartz. Great, really cleaning it up. And I think that is going to be a turnover by forcing that high press. I think there might also be some discussions about some contact in the chaser game.
It looked like that goal from Chicago might have been good, but it was called no good. And now it's so unfortunate. I guess the goal from what looked like a goal from Chicago is no good. Score is currently 5-3, 12 minutes in. A lot of good quad ball out there. I think, again, just with the rain, it is hard to keep be as precise as you could be. But I will say number 17, Fantonzi, is really having their way with it on that corner. Their drives coming from the side on either of the hoops are something that really the Fury are having trouble kind of dealing with, and that's where they're getting a lot of their points. So I would recommend to them adjusting their defense in a way. Like, if you know that one person is constantly it looks like it's going to be a turnover there. Pass from Nina. Pass back to Ojo, and that's going to be a turnover. Big brain play from Turkur in that play by knocking the quad ball out of the air, causing a turnover over the hoops. Really doing a lot on the defense there, being very creative with their use of the dodgeball. And 17 is in their keeper zone, so number 2, Jalen Brooks, should be sent back to hoops for interacting with the protected keeper. And we have some new subs in here for the Meow Stars. Number 69, Fiona Sullivan, with the ball currently, passing it back and forth. And I think here, the Meow Stars really should be looking to attack those middle hoops, because that's where they've been seeing a lot of success. Beat from 76, picked up by number 13, Andrew Partridge. Missed beat from number 72, allowing their great wrap up from Brooks. And that's what you really want to see out of your keeper at point. Although
So holding them down, but it looks like the Meow Stars are able to get the ball out, and there will be a call on this play. So great work. I couldn't see very well from where I'm sitting currently, but great play from Andrew Partram to keep the ball through the tackle, recover, and then draw a foul. And so ball is currently with Partram, but unfortunately for them, everyone else on their team is on the other side of the field, so it's going to be quite an adventure getting any sort of offensive things. And all right.
Another foul.
Yeah, it looks like number 2, Brooks, with a call of contact on behind, and using that restrictor line, number 13 is able to
move anywhere on
the field. So it's really kind of up to number 9, Mina Mall, to do any kind of defense for their team right now.
It's a really tough angle to close out.
Yeah. So here, a lot of people would shoot on this open hoop. You do want to get a little bit closer then.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to be careful, because the closer you get, the more likelihood that the defending chaser is able to also get back. So let's find out and see what happens here. It's really a battle of twos.
So although the offensive player does have 3 hoops to score on, so they do have a little bit of an advantage here.
Yeah. So, and Mina Mall tries to get across the field but unable. That will release Brooks, and the score is now 4-5 Chicago at 14:08. A lot of exciting things, and it does seem like the rain has kind of stopped, which means hopefully the balls will dry off and we'll be able to see some nice clean takes around here. Pass to Brooks from Ojo going behind, and I think if I'm the Meow Stars and I see Ojo going behind, I'm going to have my beater kind of sink behind there. But that there is just an incredible shot from Brooks, like cross the field, middle hoop. If you're in a hoop zone, you really cannot be letting those goals in.
You cannot. You got to keep your hands up, be ready to jump.
And I think something that a lot of people forget is even just having your hands up makes it harder for people to see. Like, if you're at point and you have your hand up waving in that face, you get in the way of what the person who's got the ball's eyes. You're making it harder for them to see what they want to see and see the field. And you can cause a lot of, difficulties in the passes there. So active hands is huge on defense. So now we have number 69, Sullivan, with the ball, passing it out to number 13. And Oyas Turrico really has been the best beater on the field when they've been playing. And unfortunately, they their chasers have not been able to capitalize as well as they should be on the chaos that they're causing. And that's a great wrap there from Ojo. Great beat by number 16. And now Ad's going to take off, but they do have a beater in front of them. But all of their chasers are running with them, which is important. And they do not see Turrico coming in, and that's a beat from Turrico.
Beat before.
And that's, you really, as a chaser, always have to be aware of where your beaters are.
Yeah. That was a good closeout to come out from the blind spot there, so you had no
great
chance of
recovery
seeing the
from
beater.
Number 11 there.
Yeah, way to not give up on the play.
And that's where Ad had people running with him. He probably should have had his head up a little bit and hit one of his cutters, because if he gets beat there but passes, the dodgeball's on the ground, and that gives everyone else on your team a better chance of scoring. And I think some people think that getting beat is a bad thing as a chaser. A lot of the times, if you get beat as a chaser as you're passing it, you've got the ball on the dodgeball on the ground. That gives the rest of your team, a really good chance of scoring.
Yeah.
So don't feel bad about getting beat, but feel bad about getting beat without getting the ball out.
Great recovery. Ball out.
That's a great hit there by Ojo. Joe Calitano with the dodgeball. And unfortunately, a turnover behind the hoops. This will be Meow Stars ball.
Yeah. The rain has stopped, but the field is still a little bit wet. So I think people have to adjust their footwork a little bit. Yeah, and currently the score is 6-4 Fury. I think both teams have had good stretches and stretches that they have some things that they want to improve on.
I do think both teams are doing a good job kind of being flexible in their defenses and using their strengths. And it looks here, this number 19, really looking for some options there. Maybe could have passed to some of their open chasers in the outside. Great step there for Ad Ojo. But number 28, Rory Utsevich, out of the Minnesota program, is able to do that. Yeah.
Close shot, no good.
Yeah. But I think the Meow Stars defense is really putting pressure on the Fury, which is causing turnovers. But here, that is a big brain play by Shayna Cooperson there. Took the step out, causes the turnover. It will be a little bit hard for her to do anything with it, but we still love to see it.
She should be able to reset it, right, for the start of the possession?
Yeah, she can use her single reset. Yeah, they have one free throwback on this restart. There is the entire Chicago team in front of her, but she is able to basically get a free possession for her team. That is just big brain play there. And that's why you, as your beater, always got to be aware. Don't let chasers get your keeper like that.
Yeah, don't let them bully your teammates.
Yeah. Now number 99 attempted pass to Weinstein, and again, it's slippery out there.
Yeah, it's happened a lot on the left side of the field over there. They should probably try a different spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's about 2 minutes left until SOP.
Yeah, so far, very exciting game. I think something that I really love seeing out of the Fury is even when they don't have control, they're doing enough on defense to cause turnovers, and they haven't been needing control to stop dodgeballs, and I think that's a big part of the physicality that we've been seeing. Like, their keepers have been doing a great job doing that. And there is a great attempt from number 19, TJ Farrow. And I think both Farrow and Fantonzi have really done a lot attacking those middle hoops. And I think if you're the beater on Fury, you need to be identifying that those are the people who are creating the most trouble for your chasers, and prioritize beating those people and make other people on the team try and beat you.
Yeah, it's been about 10 minutes since his last goal, so I'm sure he's glad to get more points on the board.
Yeah, especially after being forced over last there. And there, again, Kate Penny with the pump
Still
fake.
Fighting for it.
Absolutely crushing it. I do think
after.
this will be a pass after. Yeah. But Kate Penny's little pump fake under and up has been making these Chicago defenders jump all day.
Yeah, I like the resilience, just a little bit more awareness to get the ball out sooner, but I love the effort there.
Yeah, and number 30, Rosit, was open on that. And I do think number 25, Becca Itty, has been doing a really good job without control, keep making it really hard for the Chicago beaters to get in and disrupt chaser play, which as a free beater is really hard a lot of the times. Cool. All right, so with that, we have our 20-minute stoppage. Her score is currently 6-5 with the Furies ahead. This is a very exciting matchup. We have Alex Vega as our flag runner, and I do think that for this flag runner on pitch, the team that is the most consistent and able to take advantage of their physicality and make sure that every time they go down the field they're scoring is the one that's going to have the most success. I do think seeking is going to be very interesting. I think there are many, many good seekers on this Fury team. I'm sure I know less about the Meow Stars team, but I think they also have some good seekers. But a lot of the times it is kind of coming down to the beaters, and I do think Veronica Hoffman and Oyas Turika have been showing that they are very, very good and have kind of been a little bit of a mismatch for a lot of the beaters on the Fury. So it's going to be who is able to kind of control the space around the flag runner to let their seeker get a look, and then making, as chasers, a lot of the times once the beaters kind of go out of the game, you're like, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah. I think while control is probably always super important during SOP, I think for the next 5 to 6 minutes, it's the team that makes the fewest amount of mistakes. Because even if you have control, if you lose it temporarily, that can be the moment where the other team catches. So I think we saw a lot of fouls early in the game for Chicago that let East come back in, scoring about 3 or 4 goals off of power plays. And then even though Chicago was down a player for a while, they got really close at scoring, but being down that one extra chaser could have made the difference when they were trying to convert. So
I think it's who has the most focus in these moments and who has the best plan. And I think that a lot of teams go into flag running on pitch and just don't really have the best plan in mind. And you have to be able to understand what the situation is and where your mismatches are happening, and then take advantage of that. If you know that you trust your seeker to get you a catch, then focus on that. But if you're like, I don't know if we're gonna catch or anything, you want to be the team that's getting the most goals. Goals can come from anywhere. Get the most goals. Don't let the other team score. Those are your goals, flag runner on pitch. So whatever you can do to make those two things happen are what you should be focusing on.
Yeah, and Vega's a very physical flag runner, so not saying it's going to be impossible, but both seekers are going to have to really fight for it. So you're going to have to put a lot of attention on that, but not also lose focus of the quad ball game at the same time. So a lot of decisions that the beaters are going to have to make to stay in control, but that's quad ball, right?
Yeah, and flag running on pitch beating is truly one of the most difficult things in this sport.
In almost any sport, so much stuff going on.
You have to think about like 12,000 different things at a given time, and it's so much running. So it's really who can rotate through their beaters the most effectively, and who can make sure that they are making the right choice in every moment.
Yeah, and a lot of players on Chicago are starting with yellow cards already, so that's also something to keep in mind. You don't want to get carded out during SOP, and you don't want to get that third yellow to beat an injection either. Yeah,
I think that's something that Chicago will have to think about more than Boston. Or I'm so sorry, than
East, yeah. Yeah, East Fury only has 1 yellow card so far, but I mean, I think they've got very fortunate with some of those turnovers that happen with the penalties happening after the goal. So Chicago kind of lost 4 possessions just by not being able to have a chance of scoring.
All right. And it looks like I will get you the seekers numbers when they turn around. All right, we got number 13, Andrew Parcham, seeking for Chicago. And I think number 72, Schwartz, seeking for the Fury. So let's go ahead and start this flag runner on pitch section.
Yeah, this is a very exciting game. The next gen Chicago and the New York Boston combination playing on pitch 2, while on the other side, Titans and Prowl going at it on pitch 1.
Yeah, but if you're here, we're so glad to have you again. This is the future of this sport, and a lot of
if they weren't playing right now, they would be absolutely cheering on the sidelines, going wild for these two teams.
I know both Noyes Osra and Tessa Mullins playing over there were both once next-gen players for the Boston program. So the people you see here playing here today are the people you'll be watching for the next 4 or 5 years. So you're really getting to see them at the start of their career, and we're so excited to see all that they're going to accomplish going forward. And in this moment, too. So here we have play start up. It looks like Chicago has both dodgeballs and are going to be doing a good job already starting that budget. And unfortunately, a misbeat on the flag on the seeker, because their numbers 13 beat, number 11 on Fury beat, but giving 72 some time. But number 11 recovers, and with that, Boston is able, or Fury, the East team is able to score. Score is now 70-50, but beat on the seeker there, and we're gonna very close there. Number 1 beat, and that's a great play by number 25 Itty there to get control. Number 1, I think, making a good choice, and again, great block by Itty. Number 13 beat, and number 11 and Itty are doing a great job kind of creating a space around there, but that's great hands there from number 24. But you know what? Becca Itty's blocking all And we have Hoffman in.
There's so much going on.
There's so much. And unfortunately, Miss Beach. Yeah.
The East is doing a great job at getting goals while Chicago's distracted by the Seekers, but now Chicago has to try to answer back as well.
Yeah. And I think the chasers on both teams are doing the right thing. Every time the ball has gone up and down the field, they have scored. Great take again by number 19, TJ Farrell. And there's so much happening. We love to see it. But again, every time you go, if in these situations, you need to be making a goal every time. Score is 8-7. Number 30 gets the ball back to Petty. Ball out to Biala. And I think number 69, Fiona Sullivan.
Great tackle.
Making a huge tackle that should but 17
should be a turnover,
It's a turnover. But now we can see if Petty's able to do the same the other way, and it's going to get sent back to hoops. And so there's that stop that the Meow Stars needed to tie it up to make it an 8-8 goal. Yeah. So great play all around by Chicago in that place to get a stop and a goal and equal it up. But there's a great beat by Boffy to let their seeker go. And we're gonna have a pause. And that's gonna be a mental error over there on the keeper, Biala, who forgets to pass the ball off before subbing, which causes a turnover. That's something that the East really hates to see.
Yeah.
But
right now the Chasers are basically trading goals while the Beaters are really focusing on the Seekers. So I think a catch can definitely swing the momentum of this game.
Yeah.
But you can't afford to make mistakes like that as a Chaser.
For the set score is 120, so a catch will not win it for either team at this point, but it's really important. If Chicago was to score on this play, then a catch would be a game-winning catch in this point. And that's where this gets really, really difficult for the Fury. Is being within range and behind on goals is a really difficult place in the sport to be.
Yeah, there are no free points. You have to make them earn it. And if they do manage to score, you have to answer back, right? You can't let that shake your confidence. Can't let that give the other team momentum.
Yeah, and I think something that Chicago is doing really well here is using their physicality, making big hits. Again, I want to call out the tackle by Sullivan up here, which caused a turnover to get us in this point where we have a tie game.
Yeah, a lot of open field plays being made by the Chasers from both teams, so it's really great to see that even without the Beaters being involved, the Chasers are stepping up and making plays.
Yeah, and I think the Fury is doing a really good job of moving the ball, like getting picks and things, but I think they are maybe rushing themselves a little, and I think the Meow Stars are pressing kind of high, which is something that is not always expected, and so the Chasers on Fury are not as
maybe used to it,
and so it's causing them to make plays that allow for turnovers.
Yeah. Do you think you would take a timeout to try to calm the team down and then readjust?
So we just got a little bit of a stoppage. I would be talking to my players now. But yeah, this could be a big play here for if this
Oh wow.
And that's what you can probably hear it over to my left, but it looks like there's a potential Fury catch by number 69 Packard. If this catch is good, it does put the Fury in the chance to be on a game-winning goal. And that's I think, again, don't have the best view from here. You can probably see it better from home, but I believe Fia Boffy out of Brown made a big play there to get their seeker a chance at the flag runner. And a lot of times as a beater in the flag running on pitch, you don't always have to win your exchanges. You just have to do enough to let your seeker have a look. And Boffy made the look, and Packard caught, and now the score is going to be 110-80. Set score is 120. I do think that this game is not over as the Meow Stars. That is a very smart timeout there from Marshall, the coach of the Meow Stars, to kind of rally their team, because honestly, in this flag runner on pitch game, they have been doing a good job. They've been finding good looks.
Hoffman was like 1 second behind from beating out the East Seeker, and if she had made it there a little bit sooner, then this thing would still be tied. But a little bit unfortunate. But now, I mean, East still needs 1 goal to win. Yeah. And if anyone who's played quad ball knows, sometimes getting that last goal can be pretty difficult.
You'd really be surprised on how hard scoring 1 goal is sometimes. I know I'm often frustrated by how long it takes people to do it. I'm like,
oh yeah, we've seen that several times over the course of this weekend. But I think it's one of those things where it's like the other team, they have nothing else to lose, right? It's like if that 1 goal happens, the game's over. So they really go all out to make sure it doesn't happen.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we gotta lock in. Sometimes people do the best under their pressure.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I wonder what adjustments the coach from Meow Stars is giving to their team, and I'm sure the East Fury is looking at how do we get this 1 last goal and ice it.
Yeah. Honestly, I would if I was in the huddle there with the Fury, I would be talking about what's the one play that we need to make, because this is one of those few situations where you can truly sell out. Because all you need is a goal.
Yeah, you can. If you have control, you can give up control if it means you score. Yeah. Like, what is the one thing you do in practice that everyone knows, has memorized, that you can do with your eyes closed? Like, what is the play that you want to run to end the game?
And who do you trust in this instance to have the ball in their hand and score?
Yeah, great point. Because we've seen a lot of players from both teams scoring goals. So honestly, anyone could potentially get the game winner. It just depends on who's able to find the open hoop.
Yeah. So here we have ourselves a fun little endgame scenario. Let's see what happens. The Meow Stars have the ball, and that's really what you want to see in this situation. Number 17, Fantonzi, really putting the team on their back, getting that 1 goal. So now you just have to stop them 3 times, and then you guys are still in this.
They're that much closer to coming back into this game. I love the no hesitation there on that drive. As soon as the whistle was blown, just going for it.
And here we asked who do the Fury trust to get a goal. They've got Kate Penny, who I think has been absolutely murdering people with their pump fakes.
Yeah.
Number 30, Rossett dragging out to Brooks to pass, and that's
good. Wow.
Like 3 out of 4 chasers touch the ball, and that's good team offense. I've heard it said that we love teams that catch and pass, and that was a team that caught and passed. And honestly, a lot of being good at this sport is just being able to catch and pass cleanly. So,
and even though Ojo didn't get a chance to touch the quad ball on that one, they were right by the hoop just in case for that quick distant dunk.
If that goal hadn't been good, Ojo was there to kind of clean it up.
But you trust your teammates, so they all worked together, and it was a great effort, great play by everybody.
So that is the first of our 3-game series. Great win by the Fury, but definitely a close one. And we will be playing all 3 of these. Our next game will start probably around 12:30. So we'd love to catch you again. Signing off, I'm Emily Hickmott.
I'm Michael Rodriguez.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Hello and welcome back to Game 2 of the Next Gen Showcase between the Chicago Meow Stars and the East Fury. The East team won the first game 125 to 80 off of a catch by off of a wonderful play. And now we are into Game 2. I think in this game Chicago is really looking to exploit the things that were working in the first game. I do think Hoffman and Turuko are the two best beaters here right now. They're playing really well together and creating a lot of chaos on offense, and I think we really want to see Chicago capitalize on the openings that their beaters are getting. And I think something that was working really well for them was attacking with number 17 Fantozzi and 19 Faro from the corners. I think for the Fury, what worked really well for them was when they were getting every member of their play team involved. I think they did a really good job doing a lot of team offenses, passing the ball, and that really showed in their ability to score without control. So it looks like we have our starters on the line. We have number 30 Rozit and number 71 Buffy in at beater with Bonnier, Biala, number 17 Himmel, and number 69 Packard in at chaser.
Yeah, and Packard was the seeker who caught for East Fury last game.
Yeah, and then we have brooms up, and it looks like number 76 Emilio Rodriguez is able to get there first, and number 69 Sullivan driving there.
A little bit of a late pass, but otherwise strong start by East Fury to get possession back. Oh, they learned from the last game.
Yeah.
Don't go back over the restrictor line.
Yeah. Ooh, and good pressure there from number 6, Megan Brown, to kind of press and keep their keeper safe. So now we'll see what this very Boston University-based line is able to do in this half court. So hopefully we see more of that. And that's just unlucky that your beater is there in the way on that pass. So defensive stop there from the Meow Stars. Yeah,
bit of an unforced error there, but strong trees forcing East Fury to take some time before they decide how they want to actually attack it.
Yeah, so we have number 4 Danz, number 76 Rodrigo, number 69 Sullivan, and number 28 in right now for the Meow Stars.
Great footwork.
Game they may have settled in a little bit better, and that's a much better take to start the game. So we currently have the scores 1-0 with the Meowsters ahead.
Yeah, they looked really comfortable there cutting across, but now on defense as keeper playing point.
Yeah. And there's Zoe Bonnier.
Looking for a fast break.
And here we have it a go. And that's kind of the perfect start for the Meow Stars. 2-0, really getting everything that they want for on defense and in offense.
All right, looks like Chicago's resetting back into their trees defense there.
Yeah, and I think there's just
smart to settle down after that goal.
Yeah, and I think the Fury just need to kind of take a little bit of time and be a little bit more careful with their passes. The worst thing in quad ball is a pass to the keeper who just takes off, and that's what we've kind of seen on the last few possessions. So I think they really just need to make sure that they're taking care of that quad ball and like taking advantage of all that they can offer. So.
Now we're driving in, pass across.
Yeah, and I think right now they're doing a good job kind of spreading the field. But Hoffman closes out, really covering ground really quickly there.
Fast break opportunity. Chicago's going to slow it down. Very smart.
Yeah, and that's great play from Megan Brown there to get a ball out. But
there's essentially no beaters right now. They're wrapped up.
Number 11, Turikar, really this, I would say, is probably their goal. They had Buffy wrapped up the entire time, still have them wrapped up, and this is kind of just an unfortunate
they're going to need their beater partner to come support them, otherwise
and
East might get calls for stalling if they just stand around and wait. Oh no, they got off. Okay, they're good.
Yeah. And that's a great pass from Himmel, but
great
recovery.
beat.
And on that, while Meow Stars in that moment were able to get the stop, it looks like the Fury were able to get control back Brown and Boffy with the ball, and hopefully with this dodgeball control, they are able to really make a stop. And here we have some really nice active hands from the Fury on those hoops defense.
Nope. Here's the drive in. Ooh,
and
good block.
That's what we talk about when we say active hands there. Great play by Bonnie Air to knock that out of the air. Easy stop. And now we're here to see what can the Fury do. And I think that here Meowsters are able to keep control of the dodgeball, and very good play to be conservative and not push both a beater and a chaser out. Good beat there by Boffy on number 54.
Wow.
Also leading to a goal by...
Way to fight through 3 defenders to finish on the top hoop.
Number 69. And even better, they don't even get fast broken on. So...
Yeah, it looked like for the first 3 minutes of the game, Chicago was a lot calmer, much more controlled after that first game, but now East Fury has come back and they're trying to make a run for it as well.
Yeah, so now the score should be 3-1. We do need the score table on the other side to switch it, but it's a good start. And so that's a pass out to number 24, Sprig Velik, to TJ.
Nice shot.
TJ Farrow, I think, has been really successful in that place coming from behind, and that's a great pass and celebration, and as you should. So the score should now be 4-1. We have a new beater in for the Fury, so we've got number 72, Schwartz, as well as number 36, Ethan Lido, both out of Brandeis. And then we have Shayna Cooper-Smith with the quaffle now back out to number 17, pass. Himmel. And that's a great attack. You swing the ball behind and you have someone cut and downhill and take advantage of that. Because a lot of times with the hoop zone, you really, if you're attacking from the front, that's where they want to come from. This is the second game. And you are able to get attack before the defense shifts. So now, again, seeing another hoop zone out of the Fury here.
Well, I think Chicago has seen this already, so they should be able to anticipate how the East Fury is going to adjust once they go in for the attack, which they're just about to do. Bit of a drop pass, but they recover, goes for the dunk, and finishes on the right hoop. And nice finesse there.
Yeah, and I think that there is no dodgeball here currently for the Fury, but a great recovery from number 1, Jason Anderson, to get a dodgeball in there. And unfortunately, a bad pass. Beat by Cooper-Smith. Beat on Cooper-Smith. And that's something the Fury needs to make sure they're not doing, is turning the ball over with unforced errors. We've seen a couple in this last couple of games. So.
Yeah.
So now we have Fiona Flynn in.
Goes back to the back corner. Great read by the keeper there. Great read by the keeper from East Fury to intercept that pass.
Yeah, and that's the second time this series that we've seen Brooks be able to really anticipate the pass and get it off. And number 9, Rachel Bishop, is also in for the Meow Stars, which we love to see. And she is out of the Toronto program, which is very...
I love the patience there by East to pass it back and forth, waiting for their beaters to set up the play to create space and then just drive in as soon as the opening was there.
Yeah, and I think that's a great take from Ojo to dunk and kind of see when the beaters have gotten those dodgeballs on the ground.
Yeah. when you're playing a defense like that on trees, you're sitting far back on the hoops, you have a lot of space for the other team to drive on you, so someone has to step up a little bit earlier to stop his momentum.
Cool. And now we have, I believe, number 3, Paul Orozco with the ball. Pass out to Fiona Sullivan. Back to Orozco. Good comms there from the defense. And we have a pretty tight...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good catch. Good beat. Good pass. Going across. Ooh, great block from Ojo once again.
Great active hands from Ojo there. And here we have Cooper Smith guarding.
No. He doesn't want to give up.
Yeah. And Cooper Smith does play rugby as well. So you can see that kind of in the footwork that she has.
There's a lane. He's driving in now.
Yeah. And we've got Brooks on number 17, Fantozzi. Fantozzi was really successful driving from those hoops there. But Brooks doing an excellent job containing, but does get around. And then that is a great individual effort from number 17, Kevin Fantozzi. Score is now 6-3. And I think the Meow Stars came out with something to prove in this series.
Yes, they did. That was a great effort there from the chaser, but also the beaters putting in a lot of effort to clear out the space. They didn't get control, but create an opportunity for their team to score, and that's what matters.
Yeah, so now we have Becca Itty and Weinstein, or number 11, Joe Colatono in.
Great block again.
Great blocks. Number 10 gets beat, and then number 17 dives on that ball. And I think the Meow Stars are kind of forcing it, doing a good job causing the Fury to force easy turnovers. And that's 10 minutes in. And again, I think the Meow Stars came into this game with a chip on their shoulder, and they are really, really wanting to force this into a rubber match.
Yeah.
No matter what, 3 games will be played, but I think they really want to be able to play for the win in that 3rd game.
Yeah, they want to win this series for sure. And I love how much more patience they're showing on offense and defense, not making mistakes, really working together as a team, as a unit to work. Really working together as a team and as a unit to get some points on the board.
Yeah, and I think that's something. That's
great
a great pass across. A little bit of a bobble. Great recovery there from Ojo, and great beat by Itty to make sure that absolutely not, that is not your ball.
Yeah, I like the effort though. Oh, now East on the fast break going down.
Brooks absolutely juking him out. Recovered by Cooper Smith. Great job. And then Mina Mall attempts to get there. Is it a turnover? Oh.
It looks like it was a pass after beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So great defense from Chicago to stop that fast break.
Yeah, and I think the Fury could get the ball out a little bit sooner. They're kind of trying, I think, to do it alone. They could work together a little bit more.
Yeah, I think that was they saw open hoop for a little bit and just immediately started running for it. But it's good to have the rest of your teammates in front of you so you can pass to them towards the hoops and not just run ahead of them.
Yeah. And we have here a nice hoop zone with a front back beater, and I think that's a good adjustment from the Fury. They know that number 17 has been really effective all games, and so that's unfortunate. And Ojo should take off and fine too, because he's never been more open in his entire life. And so Ojo, great pass, but that's great heads up play.
No goal.
From number 11,
but the Fury were able to come out with the goal no matter what.
But that took a lot longer than it should have, and that's because that pump fake without a ball from number 11 Career Car.
Wow.
Again, they have consistently showed out as being one of the most dominant beaters in this game so far.
Yeah, but that was tremendous effort from Chicago there. 2 great stops, weren't able to get it on the 3rd one, but great finish from Ojo as well on the side hoop.
Yeah, and great hustle play from the Fury. It's important not to give up on those plays and make sure that you really see it out. Like, the play's not over until the whistle is blown.
That's correct. Even the best teams struggle to score on their very first attempt, so you always got to play to the whistle.
Yeah, the first stop is the easy one. The second...
Ooh, great rebound from Chicago. Rips it through. That goal is good. And that's what we were talking about, playing to the whistle. Don't give up on the play. Great second effort there to get 10 more points.
Yeah, so score is now 7-4, still in range, absolutely. And we have number 99, Penny, and number 30, Rosit in now. The Fury with control. Let's see how they are able to use it. Because, as I always say, control is great, but it really doesn't matter unless you're doing it you're able to do something with it. So let's see if they're able to make it happen. And that is a great finish there by Brooks. Absolutely clinical through the top hoop.
Yeah. As you were saying, they used control to get that goal. Unfortunately, lost it, but they were able to get 10 points for it. So
yeah, you know what you can always get back? Control. You know what you can't always get back? A goal.
That's true. Can't take points off the board, that's for sure.
Yeah. Score is now 70-50, about 13 minutes into this game.
This is a very different atmosphere than game one right now. Both teams playing much more patient.
Yeah, and we have a 1.5 attempt from Hoffman there, but I think...
Ooh, great block.
Yeah.
Tremendous leap there to tip that ball. It looked like it was probably going to go in, too.
Yeah, very athletic there. And great job recovering that the ball. Once that ball hits the ground in the quad ball game, you have to be jumping on it. It's the team that gets to it first is the one that's going to see. It's those hustle plays that I think both of these teams are really turning out in.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see now how East decides. Ooh, intercepted by a keeper from Chicago on the fast break. Oh, long range beat from nowhere. Drops the quad ball on the ground, but East remains with control of it. Yeah. Oh, beater comes back. It switches back to Chicago. Now they're looking to break two.
Yeah, but a great play there by Becca Itty to regain control using her speed. Fun fact about Becca is she is a jumper at RPI where she goes to school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Actual literal athlete there.
Translates very well.
Number 34, Oren Weinstein, able to recover. And if they're fast, they could get a fun little no
dodgeball situation.
Number 76 doing a great job to do enough to let their beater have time to get back in the play. And Veronica Hoffman covers ground so effectively and is able to force the Fury into a quick turnover.
Yeah.
So
great job by 76 from Chicago to slow it down, give time for the beater to recover. Beater comes back, cleans it up.
Yeah.
Forces a bad pass, and now Chicago gets another chance at getting 10 points.
Yeah. And I think, this has kind of been a game of runs, and right now I think Chicago needs to kind of figure out a way to be getting a goals. And TJ Farrow has subbed back in, and he is someone who has had a lot of success, especially behind the hoops. So Boffy, who is now the beater behind the hoops, really needs to make sure that they're doing a good job. And they close out, beat out 4, but now they need to recover. That's a great beat, and there Brooks gets there. Andrews.
Oh, what a finish! Number 13 from Chicago. First shot a little bit high, but great rebound to secure the goal.
Yeah. So that score is now 80-50.
That's my little demigod!
We have Himmel subbing back in for the Fury. Score is 80-50, so hopefully the scoreboard will find that and fix it soon.
We're seeing a lot of second effort and third effort goals here, so let's see if East Fury playing in the back corner, trying to pull the beaters out. They're being very patient though, taking their time.
And number 1, Anderson doing a great job forcing that turnover, while number 88, Fiona Flynn, as the free beater, does enough to keep the beaters from Fury out of the play and letting their forcing that bad turnover. And a lot of times on defense, you just need to be patient. It's really much more likely for the offense. It's easier for the offense to mess up than you. So having patience and not overextending is really huge there, and I think that's what the Meow Stars did really well.
Yeah, they took great space there, and now they're going to get rewarded with an opportunity on offense. A beat is made, ball's on the ground. Oh, unfortunately crosses mid-pitch, so that's going to be a turnover. But outside of how that play ended, I think that was a good opportunity. They were using the side of the field. Just need to be a little bit more precise.
Yeah, and I think that Boffy there did a really good job recognizing that Farrow has been someone who is been making a lot of the big plays. So if you're getting rid of there, you're forcing someone else to make a decision. And there it turned out we ended up with a turnover. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's Boffy's turnover there. Great play all around. And we have HB Bulawa back into the game now. They, again, very good as a distributor, getting the ball into dangerous places. So we love to see that. And we have a nice, unfortunate misbeat there.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to go for a hammer shot
6.
play. But
yeah. But that right there is the perfect, by Himmel, is the perfect thing to do, which is if you're getting pressed by a beater, wait until
good
the
pass
very
across.
last second.
Wide open taster on the right hoop. Great look from East Fury to find their teammate wide open.
Yeah, number 82, Bulawa. Great finish there. And we also have a chance for the East to maintain the dodgeball control. Great play by Brown there. And that's really all you want out of a play is a goal and control.
Yeah, love to see it.
Score is now 6-8 with about 2 minutes until the flag runner.
Yeah, that was best case scenario for East Fury, worst case scenario for Chicago. Now they're going to try to see if they can get control back before the Seekers are released.
Yeah, so number 13, Parcham trying to drive.
Quick pass, really high, and unable to control it. Ball's on the ground though, still got to fight for it.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah.
No dodgeball situation. East Fury looking to score.
Yeah.
Stutter steps, looks for the passing option, goes across. Ooh, big hit. Ball's on the ground though. Like there might be an advantage call, but the players are still going for it, and the whistle is blown. Yes.
So we're gonna have a call on this. It's probably gonna be on the contact on Bulawa about whether or not they had the ability
full
control before that had happened. It is something that is often very difficult to time as a defender because you do have to have full control of the ball and be able to have adjusted your body before that defender can hit you, and it's a hard thing to do. So
yeah, unfortunate there, but we'll see what the call is. Other than that, I thought that was a great look to pass it back across. If the pass was a little bit quicker as opposed to floating it up in the air, she might have had more time to catch it and pass it back, but that was great patience to not just force it. They would have, yeah.
But I still think something that the Meow Stars are doing really well this game is really getting physical on defense and getting in those passing lanes to kind of break up the passing of the Fury here. And again, we are about less than a minute, and it looks like there's going to be no foul on the play.
Interesting.
Which, again, we trust our refs to make the decision based on what they see. And
it's like it'll still be in possession. Quadball's still in possession of East Fury though, so the play's not over yet. But Chicago has able to get at least one dodgeball back on defense.
Yeah, and this is a really important play. If the Fury is able to score here, they will be within 1, which is a much better place going into flag runner on pitch. But they definitely should be, I think, making sure to keep control because it is so much better to have control when you are about to do flag runner on pitch. So,
looking for the shot, not there. Not a good opportunity to shoot against trees, but passing the ball.
And that's a great pass back to Bonnier. Bonnier to Biala. Oh, I do think that might be questionable, so we're gonna get an advantage play.
Yeah, it's officially last possession though now. So
yeah. And we love an advantage, but if there is an advantage, you can just make the call because sometimes it's just nicer to have that player out of play. So let's see what the call is. That is also great hands by Bulawa as they are getting hit to maintain possession. That's such a hard place to be, and especially to just have the wherewithal to know that that's coming and keep control. So we'll see what this call is. But
this has been a very interesting game. Chicago went up 3-0 early on to take a lead, and ever since then they've just been trading goals back and forth. So I like the effort and tenacity from both squads, and regardless of what the call is after this, it'll be last possession. So they'll have plenty of time to regroup with their teammates in that timeout, make the adjustments that they need to, and figure out how to close out the second game.
And again, regardless of this play, we'll see a 20-minute stoppage, and then we'll have our set score, which, again, unlikely that we're gonna have another goal by the Meow Stars in this situation. So it's our set score will be 140.
Yeah, should be 140 for sure.
Which, again, for those of you who are maybe new to quad ball, at 20 minutes, whatever team is leading, you add 60 points to whoever team is leading, and then the first team to reach that set score is the winner. And so it can lead to a lot of really exciting situations of next goal wins, which again is kind of, we've all played like pickup soccer or sports, and the next goal win situations are always the ones that people lock in the most in. Okay. So
it looks like they're going to allow
so we're gonna see if Balawa here is able to finish through number 69, Sullivan. Sullivan has been a really good defender all day, though. They've made a lot of really good hits. So this is going to be a little bit of heart. And I would see, and that's just great play there by number 13, Parcham, to make the goal.
So it looks like now this is going to be the last possession.
Yeah.
Chicago was able to get the ball about 3 seconds before
that.
Yeah.
So maybe our set score might be bad, but I think what they're really Chicago's probably looking for in this moment is to get control. Pass from Parcham to Sullivan, back to Parcham, and it looks like we're gonna. Oh, that's a great wrap by Himmel, and that should just be able to recover there, and Megan Brown is able to maintain control, and that'll be our 20-minute timeout. So the set score, that's great defensive stops all around there. Great stop by number 13 on Parcham on that restart to stop a goal after the foul, and then even better hit by Himmel to stop a goal. Our set score is going to be 140, and I think something that Meow Stars need to think about going into this flag runner on pitch time is how do we make sure that the Fury isn't catching, because that I think is really what changed the game in the last one, is getting that 3 points really swung the game in the favor, because it was really back and forth before that, and honestly I would probably say Chicago was doing a better job finishing. I
would agree as well. Yeah, it seems like this game especially, again, Chicago, they've been trading goals back and forth a lot, so a momentum swing of 35 points to either side will make a huge difference, so you really don't want the other team to catch. Chicago has a little bit of a buffer being up 20 points right now, so theoretically they could afford to continue trading goals, so East Fury definitely wants to catch, and they definitely need to show up with a little bit more defense here to stop Chicago's momentum.
Yeah, and I think they're going to have to make sure that they're able to make stops on a lot of the drivers that Chicago has. I think Parcham, Fantozzi, and Farrow have all been able to find a lot of success driving in from behind the hoops, and I think that someone on the Fury needs to make sure that they're stepping up and being the person to be like, I am going to make these hits. So
yeah, it'll be interesting. See Ojo putting on a yellow headband, so probably going to go into Seek soon, so we won't be seeing him out on the quad ball side of things recently, but it'll be very interesting to see how both teams adjust for the next rough 5-6 minutes of the game, because this is probably going to be very, very intense in terms of just speed, precision. Again, just like last game, the team that makes the fewest mistakes will probably be the one that's able to retain control, right, to have a bubble around the Seekers.
Yeah, and so for the Fury, we have Mina Mall, Shayna Cooper-Smith, Oren Weinstein, and Jalen Brooks in the quad ball game, and then Becca Itty and Joe Calitono in at beater with Ad Ojo as seeker. And then for the Meow Stars, we have that pair of Turikar and Hoffman, who again out of the Alani program have been so dominant all day, along with Fiona Sullivan, the Orozco. Number 17, Fantoni, and the chaser who's currently in the box, who I believe is number 54, Sturgeon, but I can't tell from here. And then getting the start for the Meow Stars is number 676, Rodrigo, in the seeker. Yeah.
Both Seekers out right now have contributed a lot to the quadball game, so it'll be interesting who steps up while they're out trying to get those 35 points from the flag runner.
Yeah.
And East Fury might have a fast break opportunity if they choose to take it. They're going to slow it down.
Yeah, which like can be very smart. I think Fury needs to score here. And look, we got Jalen Brooks, pass to Mina, back to Brooks. Oh, unfortunate, but Mina Mall is there to pass it back to Weinstein. And Ojo gets beat, and now a chance to throw there. Oh, unlucky there from both there.
There's really nice give and go there from the Chasers.
Yeah.
Almost able to finish. Second opportunity.
Yeah. And Ojo's getting time with the flag runner here, and that's always dangerous. And great finish there. Almost. Yeah. Good finish from Weinstein. Score is now 70-80. And oh no! Great catch from Turicor there. Unlucky, but Ojo is so close though, and Itty again using her speed to get that. So here.
Chicago runs across.
Oh, great catch by Hoffman there. And that's the worst thing for the Fury there.
A lot of dodgeballs rolling all over the place. Ooh, Chicago with a chance to catch, barely touches the tail, unable to pull the flag.
And score is now 70-90. We're able to, Stars were able to score there. But here, great comms. We might need to have and it looks like a great stop by the Chasers. And we are going to have a stoppage, I think, for injury. But I think right now the Chasers on both teams are doing what they need to do, which is getting goals. And neither team has really been able to form a bubble around the flag runner. I think Ojo has come closest with almost getting the flag, and it just dropped out of their hands. So Chicago needs to make sure that they aren't letting Ojo get another shot at it. Yeah. And I think on Chicago's side, again, they're happy to exchange goals. If they could get a stop here or there, that will also help, because if you're ahead by 30 or 40, if a catch really doesn't matter as much, then you're just tying it up. So I think continuing to prioritize being really careful on offense and getting those goals.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. Both team Seekers have had really close opportunities to catch, and Chicago currently still able to maintain that 20-point lead they had going into the flag runner period. So yeah, East Fury definitely needs to get some more stops on defense and more opportunities to catch. They're getting very, very close, but yeah, this game is decided by milliseconds and centimeters sometimes. So
yeah, and we're gonna have an injury sub. Number 54 Sturgeon is coming in for Turicor. And we'll see how this affects the flag runner on pitch game. And I think Ojo should be able to get a shot, because for MLQ there is no 3-second countdown during a stoppage in MLQ.
The reminder to see if you're going across.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, miss beat. Both Seekers are running at it.
Yeah.
Could be anyone's catch.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's Ojo. Oh.
But depending on when that catch was good, if this goal by Chicago is good, it's just going to be a tie game.
It'll be very exciting.
And Ojo kind of turned, vamping for the camera there. They know it's good. We'll see if it's good. But great job by Itty and Colatano to give Ojo that time. But also great take there by Orozco to finish the goal. And if it's not a goal, they still have the ball and have an opportunity. And that's just going to be, we'll see what happens. It's probably going to be 10-9.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah. I do want to call out Itty. They have been so good at blocking during this flag runner on pitch. And that can mean so much during these really big moments. Is if you get a block off, that's you not getting beat and the ball out of there.
Catch is good, confirmed. East Fury will have 105 to Chicago's 90, but Chicago still maintains control of the quad ball, so might have an opportunity to tie it up 10-10.
Yeah.
Set score is 140.
Yeah, and then honestly, Chicago should feel okay about that because they have shown during this game that they are able to make goals when beaters are in the play.
Yeah.
So
they've been taking advantage of the fact that the beaters have been on one side of the field this entire time, so they have a lot of space opportunity.
Orozco here to score, but that's a great wrap by Score. Oh, and great beat by 11 to stop that goal. But you know what they say? It doesn't matter if you stop the first one, you got to stop the second one too. And number 17, Kevin Fantozzi, showing up big. 10-all. We're playing to 40. The next 4 goals wins. So we are playing. It's 104 to 140. Great pressure there from number 69, Sullivan. Again, Sullivan's been such fun to watch. Absolutely a monster on defense. Yeah.
They're driving in. Good pass across. Goes for the dunk and finishes. Nice.
Brooks is what I'm really loving from the Fury is these little 1-2 passes to get Brooks headed downhill into the hoops.
Yeah, they've been doing those give and goes all day, and Chicago has not been able to consistently stop it. So right now, East Fury with the advantage, up 1.
Yeah, and that's something that a lot of teams need to kind of understand is when you're attacking a zone, quick, fast passes shift the zone and get you into a place where you can be dangerous, especially in those situations.
Ooh. Great beating from East Fury, clearing out almost every chaser, but there's still 2 more left for Chicago.
And you know, if I'm Chicago and I only have 1 chaser, if it's number 17, Fantozzi, that's what I like to see. And And Fantozzi really trying to do it all here and putting the team on their back. Didn't work out for them there, but great play all around. And we can see how much people are putting on here. And here we have Mina Mall with the ball. Great pass to Weinstein, but great hands by Velik there. And great defense. I think both teams are playing great defense right now.
Yeah, you can really feel the energy is so much higher now after that catch. Those 3 great passes, weren't able to get the goal, but both teams on their game for the next potential 3 or 4 goals.
Here we have Fiona Flynn and Jason Anderson subbing in, as well as Velik, Winshot, and TJ Farrow. And I expect to see Meow Stars trying to get the ball into Farrow's hands. They've been so dangerous from behind the heaps.
Oh, good pass across.
What do we say?
No goal. Oh.
All right, looks like we have an advantage call.
Oh, that was unfortunate. The hoop turned slightly there on that shot, which is probably why it didn't go through, but looks like there's a beater exchange.
But that's still great hoops defense from Mall. They're having their hoops up. If they should turn the hoop a little bit, sometimes it happens, but sometimes it's called, sometimes it's not.
Yeah, so we'll see what the refs are discussing. Might have been a little bit of a push in the beater game. But yeah, that's a great thing to attack the side hoop there, a little push off from a chaser, or even a beater just to create space to open it up.
Yeah, and I want to say great beat from, I want to say it was Colatano on
25?
Usovic.
35.
Yeah, to force that pass, but I think Usovic did a really good job getting that pass off. So if this goal is good, the game will be tied, but it looks like, all right, yeah, it does look like number 99 Mall is going to the box for, I think, see
what the yellow card is.
I think, again, for probably dislodging the hoop.
Yeah,
so
looks like they're trying to figure out if they're allowed to reposition themselves after the foul, potentially, to have a better chance at scoring. Right now, Chicago's they have 2 chasers in really good positions. The dodgeball for East Fury is a couple yards away. Okay, looks like she bumped the beater instead of, she was trying to push off the hoop,
Goal is no good, so it'll be 11-10, but Meow Stars should still maintain the quad ball.
Yeah, so let's see where Chicago does now. They got a chaser on the left, chaser behind hoop, no dodgeballs in front of them. This will be a great opportunity for them to tie it up.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh.
Unlucky there.
Ooh, unlucky,
but Meow Stars maintains control of the dodgeballs. And now, again, we have the team Lido and Boffy in at beater, along with Caitlin Penny, Brooks, Weinstein, and Mina's still in the box. I was like, where's the fourth tracer?
Yeah, it looks like
in the box.
They might be playing a little bit slower now to kill the penalty time.
Yeah.
Ooh, high pass goes a little bit. Oh, a boundary, so it's going to be a turnover for Chicago.
Put your fist? Yeah. So, but if you're gonna turn the ball over, that's the kind of turnover you want to turn over.
Yeah, you don't want to turn over in the middle of the field that leads to a fast break.
Yeah, so here we have a Meowstar timeout, which I think is a smart call. They haven't scored in a little bit, so I think just bringing it together, figuring out how you're going to attack this, and go ahead and finish this game out. Because, again, it's still it's still first to 4. You're only down by 1. You've shown that you can score on this zone, so I think just figuring out how do you get the ball in the hands of the people who have been successful scoring.
Yeah,
so
this is.
What do you want to see?
I want to see a little bit sharper passes, not as high up in the air. Give your teammates time to catch it and then respond and react. I think I love the intention behind passing the ball around a lot, but that you have to make sure that they're really crisp, and you don't want to give your teammates a bad pass that they're not able to control.
Yeah, and I think something that a lot of teams forget about is there's a difference between passing the ball and then passing the ball with intention. So you can pass the ball back and forth between two people and not actually accomplish anything that you're trying to do. The passes you make should be things that actually make the defense force, like, shift and move, because that's what you're trying to do as chasers, is you're trying to move the defense out of the formation that they really want to be in. And you can't do that if you're just passing it between the same two people back and forth. Like, if I'm in a beater and someone is just passing a ball back and forth between the same two people, I'm like, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah, and if you do that for too long, you might get a call for a delay of game warning, and then suddenly you have to do something different with the pressure that if you don't, it'll be a turnover. So every pass should be like a progression that builds towards something, and whatever that something is, you have to figure that out beforehand so that they can execute it.
Yeah, and while we're here, I just want to call out how well Jalen Brooks is playing. I think they're doing a really good job as a facilitator on the offense, and then when they're catching the ball close to the hoops, they're doing a really good job finishing through it, and we really love to see it out of this young Rutgers player.
Great instinct to catch the ball and drive in whenever there is a window.
Yeah.
Sometimes players can hesitate when they see bodies in front of them, even if there are no dodgeballs on the ground, but Brooks has been doing a great job finishing.
Yeah, so the East needs 3 goals, and
Chicago needs 4.
Yeah. Again, this is some good old-fashioned quad ball.
Let's go, North! Woo!
And it looks, again, like Chicago has put in Hoffman and Durakar.
Running in.
And here we got a nice 1.5.
For the shot and makes it.
That's what you want to see. And I love to see that coming out of a timeout, because a lot of times people have a timeout and then they don't actually do anything effectively with it.
Yeah. First to 3 for both teams.
Yeah. And again, I like to call out beater goals, and I think that was a Durakar goal, because them running that 1.5 really put the defense on an edge there. So Penny and Brooks working it around. Great catch again from Durakar, and great defense.
Yeah,
and that's
able to tip it out of Brooks' hand to stop that shot, but Chicago going slow again. Potentially is going to do 1.5 again. Nope, they have control this time.
Yeah, and I think if I'm Chicago coming out of a timeout, goal, stop, that's exactly what you want. And now, again, first to 3 goals, big, huge for the program.
Yeah, this would be a big momentum changer if they're able to get a goal off of this.
Yeah, and here we have number 76, Rodrigo, back in at keeper. They opened scoring of this game, and we love to see it. And here we have that, and that's a great pass. Unfortunate, unlucky there, diving on that ball. We'll see if there's any calls on it.
Second effort here.
And yeah, that's a great finish from number 13, Perone. And I think something that the Meowstars are doing really well on offense is being the first person to the ball.
Yeah, they're getting those second, third, fourth chances that the East just can't stop them from getting it. Yeah, and I think that's something where that's not a skill issue, that's a hustle issue. Yeah, you can't really teach hustle. You have to just go for it every single time. Yeah, like there are some things you gotta work on your skills, but the only thing you gotta know is
you have all the ability to control how hard you're working, and I think right now the Meow Stars are just working a little bit harder.
I would agree. It looks like the discussion on whether or not that last shot was good or not, but even if it was not, Quadball will still be in possession of Chicago, so they'll have a 5th opportunity to score on this possession, which is a lot of chances that East Fury probably don't want to give them more. Yeah,
it's these second, third chances that are really kind of doing it. And I do think we're going to be getting a card on... We'll see what's happening.
There's a card on the beater. Does that negate the beat attempt that they made afterwards? Is the player still on broom? Or
I think it's going to be a card on number 2, Brooks.
Red goal was good.
Yeah, so Brooks, I do believe that is their second card, so they're going to have to be a little bit more careful here. As we all maybe know, their third card, you have 3 yellow cards in MLQ, so if they get another one, they will be ejected from the game. And they are off broom, which is why the quad ball is placed at the hoops. So it looks like here they're going to do that. And again, it's 12-11 now. Again, I think great use of this timeout by Chicago, as we have seen 2 goals and a stop. And meanwhile, for the Fury, we have yet to see a goal out of this timeout. So hopefully they'll be able to do this. And Hoffman is flying out to number 30.
Fast break opportunity, 1-on-1.
Number 34 here, Weinstein has to do that. Great beat by number 36 there. And Balawa is the first on it. And I want to say number 36, Ethan Lido, great positioning on that. Coming back into the middle of the field, knowing that, hey, the ball might be over there, but they're going to have to come back to the hoops eventually. Yeah. I'll just be here, and made a great beat on number 13, Parcham.
The quad ball always eventually goes towards the hoops, that's for sure.
Yes.
I like East Fury here attacking from the left-hand side, really moving the defense around, trying to go for a third pass across. It's going to cross the midline. Chicago has a chance to pick it up, fast break, no one in front of him, and that's a goal.
Great finish from Rodriguez, and I think that's something they're going to... I think that's a possession the Fury want back.
Yeah.
But I also feel like the Meowsters kind of ran a press out of that, and I think that they weren't. The Fury was not ready
weren't
for
prepared
it.
for it. No, not at all.
And so with that additional high pressure, they rushed, which kind of led to that bad press and an easy turnover. Yeah. And there are one of the worst places to turn the ball over is right in the middle of the field. Because then it's just a fast break, and I think, again, great work from 76 to finish that.
Yeah.
And that's the other worst place to turn the quad ball. That's gonna be a great finish from number 76, Rodriguez.
Well, it was unfortunate because Chicago needed 1 goal to win the game, and wasn't a good angle there to potentially get a stop. So that was gonna be the game winner.
Himmel. A little enthusiastic on that tackle. I think there's going to be discussions. I think that finish from 76 was good. And Rodriguez, I think, is going to open and close the scoring for this. But I also think, I said, one of the worst places to turn the ball over is in the middle of the field. The other worst place is to throw the ball to the keeper on their side and have them take off downhill.
Yeah.
And I think
all of that comes from the pressure that the beaters and the wing chasers are applying on defense, right? Like, there's not a lot of people to pass to, and then if you just make one small mistake like that, it'll just go back the other way.
And I think the beaters on Fury kind of overextended in their attempts to kind of get control. And I think in that situation, you got to trust your chasers and make sure that you are back in a position where you can make stops on defense, because it's so much easier to stop people with a dodgeball than without it.
So much easier. And the chasers as well have to communicate with the beaters. If they're going to go out wide like that, they have to be aware of that and potentially, slow it down. Give time for your beaters to actually make the play. Because if they're going to try to do something and isolate themselves, if there's a fast break opportunity, then obviously that's not going to go in your favor.
Yeah. And again, I think I cannot understate enough how well Hoffman and Turakar have been playing. I think a lot of the swings in this game have been based off of when they're on the field, and they just are so mobile in how they are covering space. And that's something that a lot of beaters sometimes forget, is that your most effective west spin is often your feet.
Yeah, you don't even have to throw the dodgeball sometimes. They had they forced a lot of bad passes just by being in the right position to apply pressure and scare the other chasers. So moving your feet around, definitely a huge element of beating.
Yeah. I know when I'm beating, I never want to throw a dodgeball, but I'm going to be really scary looking.
Yeah, you make them think you're going to throw it, and then they'll just panic, right?
Yeah. The happiest possessions I have are the ones where I don't have to throw a ball, because then I have to run after it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They don't talk about that enough when you're beating. It's having to get the dodgeball after you throw it.
Yeah.
Not a fun time, but still a part of the game.
Yeah, so if this goal is good, Meow Stars will take the W, and it will be a rubber match for our third game to see who wins the Next Gen Showcase title.
Yeah.
If the goal is no good, then we'll have to play again to 140. But I think both teams should feel really proud of how they're playing. I think we've seen a lot of innovation, good hustle, and creative play. And it looks like, yes, that is going to be a card to number 17 to 17 Himmel.
There's going to be 2 cards, penalties on both teams, but it looks like the Quadball should still be in possession of Chicago. So despite not scoring, there is a great opportunity now for, who's that, number 23 from Chicago?
I think so. Hannah Wishna. Oh no, I think that's Rachel Bishop. When they turn around, we'll check their number. But
currently, there's no one from East Fury in front of the right hoop, so that is a great window of to attack.
And for some reason, someone is on the field who's neither a ref nor a player in the series and is arguing a call that they have nothing to do with. So.
Yeah, well, that's Quadball sometimes, I guess. But I think you were talking about before. Great beating play from Chicago to apply pressure, force bad turnovers from the East Fury. The Chasers have been able to capitalize on it. It's a difficult situation to be in, but I think regardless of what happens, there's still a game 3, and I think there's a lot of things that both teams can discuss in terms to improve. I will say though that compared to the first game, this game has had a lot fewer cards, much cleaner game overall. And
I think that was an adjustment we said that Chicago needed to make, and I think they've been doing a really good job. And I think a lot of it is like first game nerves, plus slippy slidey times due to the rain.
Yeah.
So again, it looks like if I was guessing, it would be 17 gets a card for the tackle from behind, and 76 gets a card for maybe arguing with refs or like making ref cards.
They've decided to give the card. It doesn't look like they've decided what it was for yet, or at least they're discussing it. Both teams' coaches wanting to know why their players are carded.
Yeah, so number 9 Bishop is the one with the ball, and this would be huge if they're able to finish and end the game and force again this rubber match. So, and it looks like it might have been a red card for Himmel. For preventing a scoring opportunity. Again, I am not the ref, but if I was guessing, that's what's happening. And on our other pitch, we currently have the
Minneapolis
Monarchs versus the Soldados. And then following that, we have kind of a replay of this game at the actual franchise levels of Chicago.
Egregious contact.
Chicago versus New York. Chicago won the first game, so it's now 1 game away from their 3rd consecutive final. And New York, the defending champions, is in a must-win situation where if they don't win, they will not be able to defend their title. So
yeah, that's true. So this is a do-or-die situation for the Titans in Game 2.
Yeah, and right now we have a do-or-die. Well, not really a do-or-die, but a very important...
and that's the game. Way to finish strong through the contact.
Yeah. So there we have our next goal wins. Rachel Bishop scores and gets the game winner. Score is 140, 110, 115 technically.
Great effort there to finish. Celebrations all around for the Meow Stars bouncing back in Game 2.
Yeah, and now we have our next game, which will start at 1:30.
It's 1:30 now, so probably give about 10-15 minute break for these teams. But we'll be back very soon.
Back. It'll be the winner of that game wins the next showcase and gets the medals. So go ahead and tune in. We'll be live approximately 15 minutes. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a great rest of your day. Hi, and welcome back to the third game of the Next Gen Showcase. We've had a very exciting series so far. The East Fury were able to take the first game off of a big catch from number 69, Logan Packard. But the East Meow Stars bounced back in game 2 with a pretty dominant 140 to 110 with a Fury catch win. And so this is for all the marbles to show who is the best of the future. So I think
who will take the next gen crown.
Yeah, I think what has really pushed the Meowsters ahead is how they've attacked a hoop zone from behind and getting the ball into people who are really good at finishing, as well as the excellent play from Veronica Hoffman and Oyas Turakar. And then I think what has made the Fury really successful is just their ability to move the ball really effectively and get all of their team involved.
Yeah, a lot of adjustments both teams can make going into this game 3 as the final decider. So, looks like we're about to start. Brooms up.
Yeah. And so here we have our calls from Chris John to start the game. And it looks like Jalen Brooks is going to get there first, back to Ad Ojo. And honestly, that's the perfect way to start. Control with the Fury, number 36, Ethan Leto, and number 72, Matt and Schwartz with control. Ad Ojo,
over to Brooks,
Shayna, Cooper Smith, and Mina Mall on there. And
nice. Great give and go from Odo to Brooks, back to Odo to finish.
Yeah, and
taking first blood in this game 3.
They're doing a great job in general, just finding mismatches. And Turakur attempting to get control, running it down, but doing enough to bring the dodgeball out. And that's a great finish there. Number 19, TJ Farrell, has been a spark plug for this Chicago Meow Stars team, although they are based out of San Antonio. And so for the Meow Stars, we have Turakar and Hoffman, and number 69, Fiona Sullivan, number 9, Rachel Bishop, who got the game winner last time, number 17, Kevin Fantonio, and TJ Farrell as our chaser line. So far we've seen kind of the same similar things where a give and go gets the ball, gets Fury their first goal, hitting the cutter on an open hoop, and then for the Meow Stars getting the ball to one of their really strong drivers who's finishing through those open hoops.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't even been 1 minute into this game. We already have 2 goals, right? One for each team. So it looks like scoring the quad ball has not been difficult for these teams. It's really the unforced errors, right? It's like the small mistakes where they're not able to have a clean pass or just a slightly off time beat, right? Like both teams know how to score, both teams know how to drive, both teams know how to tackle. So really, for this game 3, it's great to see this firepower coming out right out the gate.
But yeah, it's really been who's been making the fewest mistakes. And so here I think they are having discussion about some beater play in the corner and some interesting information like inbounding rules, but I'm sure a call will happen. It looks like we have the call from the head ref. They
probably have to decide if it's going to be a turnover, if it was before or after the goal.
So let's see what we've got. Okay, so there's going to be a call that number 11 was playing after beat, and so the goal is no good, as it did affect the Fury's ability to play defense effectively. So here we have Cooper Smith with the ball. Cooper Smith, Meat, Maul, and Ojo, all from the RPI program. And this is what I love to see from Cooper Smith is the ability to drive. Cooper Smith is truly just fearless.
Well, here comes that second effort from East Fury to get the ball back.
And that's something else that we kind of called out in the last game is Meow Stars really showing that they wanted it more, getting to loose balls. And Cooper Smith today was like, nah, that's my loose ball, I'll get on it. And I think that's something we really love to see from Furies if they want to take this game.
Oh, I like being patient here, passing it back to Brooks from behind hoops.
A little spicy there.
Dodges the beat. Third effort here from Brooks. Driving in, passes it across.
Yeah, and that's, again, hustle play here by Farrow. Oh, great.
Odo's driving in, looking to finish one-on-one, and does.
Yeah.
Again, fourth effort from East Fury to score, but they get the points no matter what.
And it looks like we might have some calls on the play. I think some of the beaters might be interested in back to hoops, and with the pick, you do need to make sure that you're not leading with your elbow. But we love to see a pick and roll. People really need to be using them more. But if this goal stands, it'll be 20-0 for the Fury, which is kind of the start that you want. And I think, again, they're doing a really good job not letting the plays die. Because I think a lot of their last game, they kind of had a issue of not being either like having one go at the goals, at like attempting to score, or not being the first people to recover the ball.
Yeah.
And I think they've already kind of made that adjustment where they're being much more dynamic and making sure that if they miss the first shot, they're getting to those loose balls and being able to take another couple.
Yeah, that was a great dodge from Brooks to leap over that dodge ball in order to get the quad ball back there. Amazing effort. That's one of those plays where it's like you feel like the ball's going to go out of bounds. You might not be able to get there in time with a beater running after you, but you might as well go for it. There's no one else around you. You're the only player there. And potentially rewarded with an assist, depending on what happens with the ref call here.
Yeah, and if you are enjoying watching all of these players play right now, make sure to be tuning in once the USQ season starts. A lot of these people are on different college teams across the country. A lot of the East Ember or East Fury comes out of the MQC with players from RPI, BU, Emerson, Brown, as well as Rutgers, which is not an MQC team. And then we're seeing a lot of players from the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, or Illini, who had a really great USQ run recently, as well as University of Missouri, Minnesota, Ball State. And so we love seeing this next generation of players, because people you're watching today, again, are people you'll be watching hopefully for the next 4 to 5 years as they grow, develop, and get better.
Yeah, I can already imagine a handful of these players potentially playing in for some franchise teams next season. So this is a great opportunity for them to show what they're capable of. A little sneak peek, essentially, preview for next year.
Yeah. So here we're just discussing. Coaches are discussing with the head ref about all the potential things that could be happening, trying to make sure that they understand where the call is coming from, what the logic behind it is, and all of those things. So
yeah, Chicago still is yet to score. It's still early on. It's only been a minute, 44 seconds. So I definitely would like to see some of that second, third effort that we're seeing from the East coming from the Meow Stars.
And here comes some lights, which is kind of fun. Getting a little bit.
A little bit of entertainment here for the crowd. Some cartwheels.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
And that's something so exciting to bring. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the goal is good. No other calls on the play. Score is currently 20-0 Fury. So here we're going to have a fun race for this quad ball for number 72 in Hoffman. Turikar wants the beat, but 72 Schwartz is able to recover. And Lido and Schwartz both play for Brandeis and have some familiarity. And that program saw a lot of success as well this thing. And here we have number 69, Sullivan, who has been an absolute defensive wall all series. Pass to Farlow. And that there
Good finish from Chicago. Brooks on the fast break, picking it up. One step, two step. Ooh, loses the quad ball. Second effort from East Fury to recover it.
Yeah. And I'm just going to say.
Still driving in.
Great play there by Cooper Smith to get the ball, recover it. They don't end up with it at the end. But number 10, Cooper Smith, out of RPI, really is that person who we're seeing making those second effort plays and keeping the ball in. Ooh, and we're gonna see if that's a call, but great way to play through it, number 19 Pharaoh.
Yeah, contact was a little bit high there from Brooks, but most likely we'll just reset back to Chicago, get a second. Now they'll get their second attempt to score and potentially tie up the game in 2020.
And again, this is a game that's very important. The winner of it does win this showcase, which is always what you're playing for in these games. And so I think people are getting a little passionate, a little heated, but that is honestly, that's what sports are. So
yeah, it's to be expected. They've been practicing and playing all summer, and now is their opportunity to take the field in front of all these fans watching.
Yeah.
They want to, show out, do their best, represent their team, represent their friends and family.
Yeah. Yeah. So if this goal, all right. So that's going to be a yellow card on number 2, Jalen Brooks, for contact to the neck. There has not been a goal, but number 19 Pharaoh should be able to finish. And again, I think
they could also reset a couple sets back if they want to have more space to gain momentum too, and potentially jump and dunk.
So after 3 minutes of play, the goal score is 20-10 Fury. Sorry, got a couple of sneezes in me. But now I think there's just some discussions as to where the play will restart.
Yeah.
And right now there's a chaser on every hoop, so it will be interesting for Pharaoh to see where they're going to decide to attack from. There is not a dodgeball in the play for the Fury right now. So they really, it looks like Pharaoh's going to reset to the keeper zone line, which is a great call because they will be able to decide what hoop they want to drive on. Yeah. And honestly,
there's 6 yards between them and every defender, so there's a lot of space to run.
Yeah, and this is just a hard situation for everyone involved because there's a lot of decisions to be made.
Yeah.
So.
And if they do get wrapped up, they do have a teammate on the wing potentially there to pass off. But
so
we'll
it looks like they're gonna go ahead.
Little head fake shot.
Yeah. That's a great finish from number 19 Pharaoh. And with that, the 2 goals from Pharaoh have tied this game up, and we're now at 20 all. But now let's see if the Fury are able to kind of figure out a way to break down this zone and really feel successful there. And it looks like we have an advantage call. And it's going to probably be on number 69 Sullivan. But we will wait for our refs to make the call. And having a chaser down does make it easier to score. But I will say the Meow Stars defense has been really stout. It looks like a card for number 69 Sullivan for
interpositional contact. Oh, okay, it's happened a couple times.
Yeah, of getting in the way.
Got to be a little bit more aware of where the opposing beaters are. But yeah, you're right. Being down a chaser definitely is difficult, but not impossible to get a stop. And I think Chicago, they're definitely not going to just let East Fury score. So it's not guaranteed.
And Meow Stars still have control. Number 54 Sturgeon in with Hoff. Oh wait, they don't have control. Never mind. Yeah. But Sturgeon has the ball, and that's really what. If you're a Meow Star, that's exactly what you want.
Exactly what you want. Yeah. Walk over to the quad ball, run the clock a little bit. There's no rush here. You have plenty of time to advance it.
Yeah, and we have number 76 Emilio Rodriguez, and he's they opened and almost closed scoring, and we're very close to catching the flag. So really contributing in a lot of different ways this way.
Yeah. Taking their sweet time to bring up the quad ball. Chicago getting into position slowly.
Yeah, and
probably focusing on potentially not losing control, essentially.
Yeah. And Fiona Flynn and Keith Sturgeon are in and have control, but with Rory Yusevich as well. But they're really just trying to kill a penalty here, and it's really important. But
blocks the beat, but drops the quad ball.
But is able to get their own rebound and looks to shot. Doesn't seem to be good. Mina drops on it, and now
recovered by the keeper.
Has the so that's good defense there. And it looks like we're going to get a beater sub in. Itty and Calitano in at beater. And let's see if they're able to get control back. They've been very effective. I think as flag runner on pitch beaters, they've been very effective, but I think they could do more to help their chasers get a bit. And here we have Cooper Smith taking the corner. A little bit of a missed pass, but Brooks is able to recover.
Looking for the drive. Good pass across. Good catch.
Yeah.
Second pass. Ooh, good block from Chicago.
Yeah, good hands. And it's important.
Great tackle from Ojo, trying to force him over the line,
and
gets punched back. Great heads-up play from East Fury, number 40. I think it's the second time this series.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. Early in this game, Shayna Cooper Smith is really showing up for these. This is that second turnover that in this series she has been able to force by just pushing people over the Cooper zone. And Shayna plays a lot of sports and is very, very good at making that thing. So great full reset, basically getting a free possession there. Yeah,
great awareness to know exactly where you are and when to do that.
That's a big brain play from Shayna right there. So pass to Maul. Driving, pass back to Brooks. That's been really effective.
Beater trade, shot goes through, and it's good. Yeah. Great timing there to follow up on that exchange.
Yeah, and that Brooks to Maul, back to Brooks passing has been really effective. It worked well in game 1, where they're really able to shift the defense, and especially in a 2-2 zone, if you get someone a little bit off that middle hoop, it opens up so much more than if you're in a trees. But with that, Meowstars still have control. Fiona Flynn trying to get control, trying to make space. Becca Itty able to regain control. Oh, unlucky, but great catch from Jason Anderson. However, they do enough to make a stop, and actually they do get control.
Yeah, Chicago only has one dodgeball now.
Yeah, and Cooper Smith, after a very good shift, subbing off for number 30, Isabel Rosit.
Brooks, gotta wait for the timing there. Pass across. Oh, a little high.
Yeah, Mina's
second effort though.
Recovers it. Not that tall. And yeah, that's great defense from Usovic to not make contact in an illegal way, but do enough to just break up the pass.
Yeah, just slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, so score is now 30-20. These series have been really close, and they are continuing to be
incredibly close. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have Hannah Winshaw and Sprig Velik in at chaser, along with Rodriguez and Usovic.
Good beat there. Potentially get control back. No, Chicago's not able to, but now there's no dodgeballs in front.
Oh, what a beat from number 11, Calitano. Yeah. That's a great beat. And in that corner we got a tackle from number 88, Fiona Flynn, but Itty and Calitano are able to do enough.
Just enough to stop the goal. Wow, that's good. Yeah, there were no beaters in front of the hoop, so that's why they drove in. But that beat attempt came from the far right side.
Yeah, sometimes as a beater you just gotta rip it.
Yeah, I love the confidence too to be able to make that beat attempt from the side, because there was beater pressure on them as well. You don't want to lose control, but you also don't want to give up a goal, right?
Yeah, and that is the time to drive. Rodriguez was correct, but okay, so we have a call on number 88, Fiona Flynn, for unsportsmanlike conduct. Again, this game is really important. The winner wins this event, so totally understand it if people are getting a little frustrated. But
requires only 30 seconds though, so.
Yeah, and in the meantime, number 99, Caitlin Penny has signed in, as well as with Rosette, and as well as Himmel and Weinstein in. So let's see what this line, which is made up of a good number of Brandeis players, is able to accomplish. And I do think something that the Fury is able to do really well is they take advantage of the fact that they have a lot of players from similar teams, so they're playing them all together.
Good break opportunity, slowing down by the one beater left front. Shot across and it goes through.
And that's a great finish there. And here, And I'm not sure what the call will be here.
I think the quad ball just rolled really far off pitch, so they wanted to blow the whistle to get it
so
back.
No calls on the play there. And that's a great finish from Usovic, who is out of the University of Minnesota program and is the only member of the Minneapolis practice squad here today. But great work.
Yeah, there was a good effort from number 11 on Fury to slow down the fast break by themselves, but hard to do everything.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, so we have Penny bringing the ball up, and one of the things that the coaches of the Fury wanted to call out is Caitlin Penny's ability to kind of distribute the ball. That's something she's been doing for Brandeis for her entire career, and she's just very good. She's also had a lot of really delightful pump fakes.
Back to Penny.
Yeah.
Okay, Boff looks like it's to be no penalty because of a Chicago kick. So
it's not a turnover because Chicago was the last person to touch it, and now we're just gonna go ahead and give Himmel a little bit of time to work and see how effective that they can be in opening up that space. And I bet they're gonna try and get this ball through Weinstein. I think they could be a little bit more effective working it through there. And what do you know? That's where it goes.
Good shot.
Great finish. Oh. Yeah.
So Chicago doing a full line sub.
Yeah.
Playing slow.
Yeah. And I think Idiot and Colatano are doing a really good job working together to maintain control. And we have number 3, Paul Orozco in, and as well as Turakar subbing back in. Again, Turakar has been very effective at creating chaos in the Fury defensive zone, which has allowed their team to score.
Good wrap, good spin move. Loses the ball though. Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Great defensive effort there by East Fury to get a stop.
And Colatano does a great job to maintain control in that instant. And now we have Boffy and Brown in with control to see what they can kind of do and make space. And again, I'm not gonna call it too soon, but I think they're
dangerous kick.
And that's gonna be Turakar's ball, and we have Boffy and Fiona Flynn fighting over a dodgeball. It's really which partner can get there sooner. If I'm Meg Brown, I'm just gonna say it's okay. Yeah. I don't want to overcommit. I don't want to get fast broken on, and that is the decision that they made. And so great catch there by Fiona Flynn to basically get control back by herself.
Yeah, another extra third chance out of this offensive possession for the East.
Yeah.
Being very patient. Penny passes back across up top to Himmel.
Yeah, to Himmel. Score is now 40-30. The Fury ahead.
This is a very low scoring game compared to the last one.
Yeah.
Chicago had 3 goals in the first 3 minutes, and now it's 10 minutes, and they're still at 30. So
yeah, I think this one, people are maybe getting a little bit tired. They've been playing a couple of times, and it just makes it a little bit harder. Again, the thing about 3-game series is it's one thing to beat a team once, it's another thing to beat a team one more time. And so I think it really challenges players and coaches to be able to make adjustments, which is something honestly a lot of people in the sport struggle with, is making adjustments on how to do things. And it looks like Himmel will recover, and that is again a great defensive stop. And Brown and Boffy are able to get control back. And
now East Fury is going down.
And we have Balawa subbing in. Balawa has had some really great finishes close to the hoops. Really great catch and finish. And great hands there from Emilio Rodrigo. Balawa recovers but gets beat. Himmel recovers. Yep. Turakar catches again. And now Emilio Rodriguez trying to put more pressure.
Pass over the hoops, a little bit short.
And that's great beater pressure from Turakar to force that turnover. But the Fury do a great job not to get fast broken on. And we see number 13, Andrew Parcham in for the Outlaws.
Yeah, this is a bit of an inverse from the first 2 games where they were able to score even without control, but now it looks like they're struggling whenever their beaters lose in exchange. But good job by Chicago. Going to 1.5, gets the beat, wins control, goes in, scores!
That is a very big dunk from Paul Orozco. And that's great job all around. And that's big brain moves also from number 3 to take that swat. Although if that rolls off pitch, that's going to be a card, but it lands right there.
Yeah,
and now Boffy is going for a kick beat, gets the kick beat, and gets control. And that's where Turikar could have been a little bit less.
There's no dodgeballs for Chicago right now. Can East convert to get some points on the board?
So number 69 Packard driving out to Bonnier.
Good pump fake.
Great pump fake and a shot. Oh, goes over. Back to Himmel.
Oh, unfortunate.
Again, that's a good look. Just a little bit better in execution.
Yeah, I think if they reacted a little bit sooner after that first beat attempt and there were no dodgeballs, they might have had a chance to get more opportunities to score, but unfortunate there. Great play by the beater to do that kick beat there.
Yeah, we love a cute little kick beat off control. So score is now 40-40. So again, I think these teams have been very close this entire time, and we're kind of seeing this here. And it's in this moment, who's got the most hustle in them, who's got the most grit. It's just good sports, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
And that's a great beat by number 54, Keith Sturgeon, to open up. So now again, the BU line of Packard, Balawa, Himmel, and Bonnier are going to try and make something happen. Again, I think number 69 could be a little bit closer to hoops than they are now. If they're catching the ball there, they're too far away to be really effective, but if they take a couple steps closer, they're going to have a good chance. And
good pass. Oh, great defensive strip there.
Yeah. And that's a good read by number 3, Paul Orozco, who's playing really well. That's a couple of big stops and finish from them.
Yeah.
And we're going to get... All right, so here we have a timeout.
Yeah, and smart timeout. I think it's taken a while since they've scored, and they've been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, and we're at like 15 minutes, so you kind of want to see, we have 5 minutes left. What can we do in the last 5 minutes to set us up for success? And I do think Chicago has to be aware of the fact that they have yet to catch a flag runner.
That's true, that's true.
So you have to figure out a way to do the most to get that flag runner catch.
They've shown a lot of dominance on the quad ball side of things in terms of scoring and offensive potential, but this game is very different than the first 2 games, right? Like right now it's tied, we're at 15 minutes. They don't have a lead anymore, right? Yeah. So trading goals is not something you want to be doing. And again, even if East Fury catches, now they're going to have a huge lead, right? Yeah. So you don't want to be down going into 20 minutes. And I think what I would like to see from the Meow Stars is more second and third chance opportunities. Sometimes when you're going in as a chaser and you're trying to rip a shot or score, if you throw it too hard, it just goes out of bounds and then it's over, right? Sometimes doing it a little bit of a softer shot or a push pass, giving some of your other teammates chances to score, those second, third options, they can convert.
Yeah, and here comes more rain, which will obviously make things a little bit slippery. So I think this might be something where the drivers from Meow Stars are able to thrive. I think the offense for the Fury is more pass dependent, and as the rain increases, if it does keep raining, it is going to get harder and harder for them to score if they're looking for passes.
Yeah. What are you looking to see from East Fury to close out this game?
I think just being a little bit more accurate with your passes and limiting the turnovers on offense. I think you need to be taking care of the quad ball as much as you can. And there have been a couple of early easy turnovers without really a lot of force from Meow Stars. That would be I think beneficial for them to minimize. But we got another 5 minutes. Score is 40. So, yeah. So
confirmation from the ref. Score is 40-40. Quad ball in possession of Chicago Meow Stars, and control in possession of East Fury. Going back into their hoop zone. Yeah. Trees, as some people like to call it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if I'm the Fury defense right now, I'm watching number 17 and number 19. They've been really effective at driving and scoring on our hoops, so we need to make the other members of this team, force them to be the ones to beat us. Never let one or two people beat you. If you know where they're trying to score, those are the people you should be beating out. And I think Boffy is aware of that, doing their best to track it. Number 54, they're in a great spot to keep people from wanting to fly out and beat there. And number 4, Harry Dance, doing their best to do that. And Yeah, they're Megan Brown understanding that they want the ball to go to TJ Farrow. We're just going to beat them out. And that's really unlucky from number 54. Went for a beat, got blocked by their own chaser coming back in. But don't worry. Ooh. And they're good work by Bonner to do enough to just kind of break up that shot from 17. And
no dodgeball situation.
No dodgeball situation.
Intercepted.
Well
going back on the counterattack, looking for the shot.
That's going to be a shot.
And it's good.
Yeah.
Talk about a momentum swing.
Yeah.
I love the patience from Chicago Meow Stars on that last possession, really passing the ball a lot. Weren't able to score, but was able to convert defense into offense afterwards.
Yeah, and I think TJ Farrow's like, absolutely, we are winning this game. I'm going to do the most that I can. Great defensive stop into a goal. And I think if you're running a fast break there, you need to be aware of where your defenders are. You had numbers. That wasn't necessarily the path you had to make. So, and here we have number 69, Logan Packard, getting the ball out to Bonnier. Great beat there from Becca Iddy to kind of keep that play around for Wawa.
Oh, great
again,
block.
TJ Farrow is tall.
Recovered by
from number 1, Jason.
Stefan pushing off. Second one. Pass it up. Another block.
Yeah. And that's great defense. And number 19, TJ Farrow, is so but yeah, Boffy and Iddy in together. Iddy with the ball. And again, number 17 really active with their feet.
Yeah.
And able to get around and go through.
Solid footwork. A lot of stutter steps to get by their defender. East goes up 6-4.
Yeah, 6-4. And again, I think this has been a really every time that the Meow Stars have had a timeout, they've been really effective coming out of it. And I think that's just a testament to the coaching of Marshall, who has done a really good job. And I think that's something that's really hard to do is, hey, we're doing this, what can we do to improve it? And I think every time Chicago has come out of a timeout, they have made a change that's been really effective. Yeah,
incredible work. Good passing from East. Ball looks like it's going to roll out of bounds. Tries to save it. Is unable to. Great attempt, though.
We love seeing that. And Farrow tries to think about going against Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith is like, nah, I got you. And Iddy and Boffy are able to maintain control. And again, number 17, Fantozzi, has been so effective. Number 69,
rips a
Tiana
shot.
Sullivan, great job finishing that. And I've been asking other people on Chicago to be stepping up, and I think Sullivan heard me and was like, absolutely, I'll go make some goals. And that's 3 goals unanswered.
Yeah, quick 3-0 run after that timeout. Looks like all the momentum is in Chicago's favor.
Yeah. Which, again, this is our first line, which was finding a lot of success, especially getting the ball between and Brooks there is just like, I'm gonna do it.
No.
And ball goes for a shot, gets shot.
Picks it up, the quad ball on the fast break.
Yeah.
Beyonce's looking to run.
Yeah.
Slows it down a little bit. Gets beat from a beater coming off
Great
outside
beat.
the boundary.
And now Ad's driving. Will Ad see the beater? The answer, I think, is no.
Unfortunate.
And
Great effort from Ojo to bring it down by themselves.
And Flynn did a really good job getting back in that play. Ojo really does need to have their head on a swivel. That beat definitely could have hit them, so they need to, have a little bit more beater awareness, I fear.
Yeah, they got a lucky break, but they still got 10 points for their team, slowing down that that 3-0 run.
First goal after the timeout.
Yeah,
so
for sure. Huge.
Score is now 7-5.
Yep. Good break.
Yeah.
And
it looks like we're gonna have a call. Number 36, Ethan Lido, might have gotten tackled by number 54, Sturgeon. So we'll see if it was legal or not.
So many things going on in this game.
Yeah. One of the most fun things about quad ball is there's so many things happening, you rarely get bored. If the quad ball is good, you shouldn't be getting bored. If the quad ball is bad, you might be bored, and then we'll be sad for you.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to force the beaters to one side of the field. Looks like they're pushing them over to the left to try to open up space on the right-hand side, but good idea. You don't want to get a card for it, though. That's the only thing that can backfire, really.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's wait for the call from Shane on what is the call. Yeah. And that should be a quad ball turnover, as it was on the offensive team. But we'll see what the refs say.
Yeah. And if you recall, in the last game, there was a couple of illegal beater interactions that resulted in turnovers into the quad ball game. So definitely something you have to be aware of as a beater. You don't want to take risky plays
that cause
your team to lose momentum.
Yeah, and that is a turnover. So here, it's almost the 20-minute timeout. If they are able to get score here, and that's a huge shift from this Brooks, Mall, Cooper Smith, Ojo line, getting it back within one. That's a really great play, and I think this game has really been a game of like swings, where one team will go on a run, the other team will go on a run, and I think that's just the teams adapting and changing and identifying what's working and what's not.
Yeah, sometimes there's the sports in general too, right? Like I think Chicago had a 3-0 run. East Fury has bounced back 2-0 right before the Seekers are released for the flag runner period. So now it'll be what adjustments do both teams' coaches make to make sure that they're able to keep that momentum going forward. I think East Fury feels really good about their chances, having 2 catches already. So it'll be crucial for Chicago to be able to grab the flag runner on this one.
Yeah, and I think Chicago has been better in the flag runner and pitch chasing. I think every time they've gone down, they've scored, which is really what you want to see. But I think like Itty and Coletano have been really good around the flag runner and controlling it. And maybe they don't always have control, but they're getting their seekers the looks that they need.
They've had a lot of really close chances at catching, but sometimes, one quick beat from out of nowhere, the flag runner tail swings the wrong direction. Sometimes it's a coin flip 50-50, and sometimes it doesn't always go your way, but this is definitely the game they're going to want the odds to be in their favor.
Yeah, so it looks like number 69, Logan Packard, is going to get the start for at Seeking for the Fury. And then number 13, Parcham, is going to start for the Meow Stars.
Parcham got really close in the first game to catching, but was beat right before. So with a little bit of a bigger window of opportunity, I can definitely see either Seekers catching on this one.
Yeah, and we have Itty and Coletano, and then Weinstein has subbed in for Ojo on the flag runner. So here, I think number 69, Sullivan's been playing great. We have Fantoni, Farrow, and Usovic, which have been the people who I think have been really effective in scoring for this Meow Stars team. So I think they'll be able to continue to be effective. And now it's really just who's got that dog in them. Who's going to finish this out strong.
Who wants it more, basically, right?
Who wants it more?
I think everyone knows that the Seeker game is going to be impactful, so a lot of attention is going to be focused on the flag runner from the beaters. So really the chasers are going to have to step up, make one-on-one stops, open field tackles, and making sure that they finish at the hoops. There's been a couple of really close scoring opportunities that both teams have just barely missed out on, and those are goals that over time they add up. So you definitely want to, you can't take those back now, but you have to make sure you finish when it matters most after 20 minutes.
Yeah. And this is at our 20-minute timeout. The other game on pitch 1 is at a 20-minute timeout. It's currently 80-60 New York on that pitch. So a little bit of a switch here, but very, very similar games across the two fields, which we love to see. We love a close game. No one likes a blowout. No, They're not fun for anyone, unless it's your hair.
Unless it's your hair.
And we have a new flag runner for this game, Chase Contreras out of the Houston Legends program. We'll see if this different flag runner affects either team's ability to catch it all, but we'll see. It's going to be an exciting one. We've got a barn burner here. Let's see all that we can accomplish.
Yeah, no matter what happens, this has been a great series, and I'm very excited to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, and we really want to shout out the Buffalo Sports Commission for helping organize this bet, as well as these lovely fields at the Nardin Academy, the Kevin Keene Sports Complex. It's been a pretty lovely weekend, I would say.
Yeah, I've had a great time. Thank you very much for all of the support and the venue. Oh. Yep, set score is 130, so Chicago needs 3 goals. East Fury needs 6 goals. East Fury needs 7.
Yeah, and right now Chicago has the ball, so let's see what they can do with it. And here we have a really high press from the Fury. Let's see if it works out. But again, Fantozoni have been so fast.
Great
and that
pass.
Fantozoni to Faro connection has been so good all game. But Packard is able to get there first, and great beat there by Hoffman.
A lot of dawdles on the ground, but now...
Yeah. And 99, Hoffman switching between dodgeballs and chaser play is huge. The ability to do that is so hard as a beater. But Cooper Smith able to wait until Brooks is back in the play. And that's a beat by Itty. Castellano there would maybe control that beat a little bit more. And that's unfortunate because we're going to get a card. We're going to have a pause.
Runaway dodgeballs running into the camera here.
Yeah, so I think we might have an illegal swat, but let's find out. Although the effect on the quad ball play for the swat may or may not would be arguable, as none of the dodgeballs were really involved. But right now, score is currently 8-6. Again, Chicago has been pretty clinical on these no bludger situation or no dodgeball situations. And again, Hoffman and Turakar able to get control off of some pretty solid beating. And we'll see what the call is.
This should be interesting. Chase also a very physical flag runner, so won't be easy for the Seekers to get a lot of time or free time to try to catch, but
yeah, so it looks like it's going to be a card. Yeah. So because of the illegal play by the Seeker, goal is no good. So score remains 8-6. But if number 99, Veronica Hoffman, is beat, I think that control should end up with the Fury. It's also, again, going to be hard because they aren't going to have a Seeker until that penalty time is scored. So this is a situation where maybe you...
Time for good move from Brooks.
Ooh.
Good strip from behind. Way to tackle cleanly.
And then we got 19 taking it one-on-one. And that's a great take from by number 19, Farrow. Score is now 10-6. And the chasers on the Meow Stars are like, we don't care what's happening in the flag running game. We're going to win this game right now. And that's really what you want to see from your chasers.
Yeah, even if you catch, you still need to catch, get some more goals anyway.
Yeah, and a catch here would win it for Chicago. So, yeah. And Jason Anderson has subbed in and is doing it. And again, Itty and Colatano really doing a good job making a bubble, giving Packard a lot of time, not having a lot of luck. But the chasers for Meow Stars are doing the most.
Great block there, stopping Brooks from scoring.
Yeah, and this is where you as the beater... Oh.
Yeah, okay. Chicago needs to apply some pressure in the quadball game because the Seeker for East Fury has had so much alone time right now.
Yeah.
They need to force the beaters to make a decision.
Yeah. And honestly, if I'm the beaters for the
East,
yeah, I would try and go stop some goals because
Chicago's has been non-stop for the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, and that's a great pick by Kate Penny.
A great wrap
by Rory Usovic. And yeah, if I was the beaters for them, I would say you gotta switch to quad ball. Great finish from Weinstein though, able to make it 7-11. And if I, again, So I would say Becca Itty might be switching to quad ball. And 72, Matt and Schwartz really doing the most. And I will say, Joe Colatano really, really dominating here, but they have that is a defensive stop that had to happen by the Fury.
Yeah.
Because if they get scored on, it's 1 goal to win.
It looks like Chicago really taking their time, slowing down the offense there, but I do think, if they just keep applying pressure with the quad ball, to force the beaters from East Fury to make a decision, because they're gotten close at catching, but they're not actually catching.
Yeah. And again, that was a must-make stop by the Fury. Great work by Penny and Rosette to get the ball on the ground so that Hemmel could get in there. And right now, if Schwartz catches, they'll put themselves in a place. And here, again, Colatano finally loses
Chicago
exchange,
got control
but doing
back.
great.
This might be opportunity for them to.
And that's a turnover there. Again, Itty doing a great job covering space, but really needs to. That's a great finish by number 23, Wisham. And now it's next goal wins
for Chicago.
Yeah. The dodgeballs for the Fury should make sure to be. Yeah. They need to switch to quad ball and not let Chicago score 1 more goal. And it looks like number 72 is going to sub in for Ojo here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Even if they catch, they still need to score. So,
that
almost a close
13
attempt.
is getting really close, though.
Yeah. Penny taking her time.
And it looks like we're going to have a call. Oh, that's a timeout from the East.
Oh, wow. Very lucky with that timeout call, because it looked like they were just about to get pushed over the restrictor line there.
Yeah.
So very fortunate timing. But yeah, Chicago needs 1 more to win. East Fury are down 5, so a catch and 2 more goals could be the difference maker. But right now it looks like Chicago has had all the momentum in this game.
And this is such a hard place to be, because you can't lose in any part of this game right now if you're the Fury, or you're losing this game.
You can't afford to make a mistake, right? All those goals that players missed before would have been nice to have now, and I think that it looks like the main focus will probably be for the beater game to make a decision on if they want to focus on the Seekers or not, because Chicago has struggled to get close in terms of the bubble that's been made, but they've been racking up goals, so now they have to decide what's worth it for them.
Yeah, I think the beater you have to have a dodgeball back on defense if you're the Fury here. Your chasers have made a couple of stops, but not reliably enough in a way that you feel comfortable, especially with next goal wins. Like, losing by 1 is just the same as losing by 2. And again, you can have your seeker defend as you're out of the play. And even if you're defensive seeking, you still have a chance to be a little sneaky. So it'll be interesting to see what call is made here. But all around, a really exciting game here on this pitch. Very exciting game happening over in the other side. We've got Chicago ahead after being down. Set scores 140 over there, and I think they're at 105. But it should be a good series all around.
Yeah, great parallels between both pitch 1 and pitch 2 here for historic programs fighting against each other.
Yeah.
Next gen and old gen, I guess you can say.
Yeah, the youths and the olds.
Youth and the old, yeah.
So
Chase. Chase is a very physical flag runner. So I think it could be worth considering the possibility of not catching and just focusing on the quad ball game. But you never want to give the other team a chance to catch either. So
and Ojo has been very clutch in the past, so let's see if they can catch big and make a big moment for their team, step up in this big moment for their team here.
Yeah, that would be a huge momentum swing if Ojo's able to get a catch here, but shouldn't shake Chicago too much. They still only need 1 goal, so if they give up a catch and they get, a quad ball goal, then that's still the game for them.
And it looks like there's a dodgeball turnover for, I think,
3rd dodgeball interference. Okay, so it'll be a turnover. If I'm Chicago here, I would do a very aggressive press here to force that quad ball to go over the restrictor line and try to get a fast break opportunity.
Number 36 should definitely go help their chasers to make sure that turnover doesn't happen, because if a turnover happens here, it could be so dangerous.
Yeah, that would be the whole game if it happens right now. So
big play opportunity for Hannah Wishaw here. Can she force the turnover? They are. Rachel Bishop gets beat.
Hoffman gets beat.
Weinstein gets there. First to it, taking off. Beating number 3. Ooh, great defense from 3.
Good hands.
Yusevic is able to get back in the play.
Second effort, takes a shot, goal.
Yeah.
That's what we've seen all day from these teams. Second, third efforts for the East Fury being able to score.
And
looks like the Beaters are focusing on the quad ball game now for Chicago.
Yeah, and I think that's a good call. This next goal wins. You have to make a stop here. And you can trust your flag runner sometimes. And it looks like here there's... Yeah, it looks like we have a potential injury here. So we're going to have a really tight game here. And Chicago here, 1 goal away from winning the Next Gen Showcase. Chicago on pitch 1, I think very close to making their 3rd consecutive semifinal play. So all around, a great looks for the Chicago program. And I think a lot of that development is due to just having a lot of people in the Chicago area focused on growing the sport, which we love to see. There's been a lot of really great progress coming out of the Midwest.
Absolutely.
We had our first college Midwest championship in Creighton this year.
Yeah.
Illini had a really good showing. Really love to see it from this year.
Yeah. And Boom Train winning the year before as well. A lot of great momentum from the Midwest.
Yeah.
Great wrap here to get the ball on the ground. Potential fast break opportunity. Nope.
Yeah.
Recovers the quad ball, looking to go around the outside.
Yeah. And
big hit, gets knocked down. Goes for the shot, just barely misses.
And that's great hands from Weinstein and Bonnier. I hope that Himmelman with a great hit, but might have taken something, got there, the air knocked out of him. But great stops there from the Fury. Hate to see an injury on the play, but definitely all playing their heart out here.
Even though they didn't get the tackle on that stop, they were able to slow them down just enough to force a little bit of a bad shot to the tall hoop. Yeah, so looks like still same scenario as we had before. I think Chicago could play a little bit slower, right?
Yeah.
Try to focus on getting control back, pivoting their chasers to one side, and then making sure you use control to get that final goal. Really make sure you walk it in. No errant shots, no risky passes. Just clean and controlled the whole way through.
Yeah, and Himmel able to stand up and walking off. I hope that they're okay. And now again, it's
gonna be a quick timeout for Chicago, I guess, or
120-80. Set score 130. Chicago needs 1. They need the Fury needs 5. So very close game for this, and I really think what made the difference in this is the Chicago Chasers flag runner on pitch were perfect. Basically, they made stops, they scored goals, and they really did the most that they could to make sure that they were able to make it so the flag runner did not matter in this situation.
Yeah. So. Both Chicago teams are in a next goal win situation on both fields, so great sign for this program coming out of Chicago. A lot of depth, as we can see, across the board. A lot of great players.
Yeah, and again, we're excited to see how this game kind of finishes out. It's definitely not over yet. There's gonna be, again, 1 goal is all it takes for Chicago Meow Stars to win here.
Rodriguez with the close dive on flag runner.
And we're trying to, the Chasers here for the Fury need to get a goal. And that's huge play for Veronica Hoffman to force a turnover, and there are no dodgeballs on defense. So,
good help from the chaser to not get pushed over again.
Great work from Megan Brown to make sure that they did not get fast broke on. But Ad Ojo may have the catch. And if that's a catch from Ojo, that game just gets so much closer.
Oh, man. Talk about a nail biter. If this catch is called good, that brings East within 2.
Yeah. And, like, I'm going to be a little bit of a homer. I do work a lot with the RPI program. Ad Ojo has done so much at Seeker for RPI, and here he's doing so much at Seeker for this Fury program. That's 2 catches, putting this game within 1. Fury needs 2, Chicago needs 1. Chicago has the quad ball, Fury has the quad ball but Chicago has both dodgeballs. We got ourselves a real bar burner here.
Yeah, but Chicago has been in this situation before in game 2, so they definitely know how to close out. But like we mentioned earlier, sometimes that last goal can be the hardest one to get.
Yeah, something about Ad Ojo. Do not let them get to the snitch because they're probably going to catch.
Yeah. So Bishop, number 9 from Chicago with the quad ball, trying to make sure they don't cross the restrictor line.
Yeah, and Balawa trying to push Bishop over. If they do, it will be a turnover. Misbeat, but Balawa comes off room. Bishop taking off, seeing if they can get another game winner. And Jalen Brooks, they're able to make a huge play.
Looking to run now.
Yeah.
Slows it down, smart. There's no reason to force anything if it's not there.
This is where these chasers need to be smart. You need to find a place where you can make a good here. And it's a little bit of an interesting hoop zone with a keeper on that tall hoop.
Pass over. Ooh, a little bit too high though. Oh man. Yeah. I like the idea though. That could have been a really great play.
And I think we might have a
beater foul,
injury stoppage. Boffy has been playing really well and has been taking a lot of hits, so I'm sure they're feeling a little sore, but they have been playing great. And I think we're gonna get number 25, Rebecca Idian. And honestly, the third dodgeball is pretty far off pitch, so it's going to be on the quad ball players for this team to make some hits.
Yeah, this is really a testament to discipline and experience, right? A lot of these players are so young, and they probably have not been in this situation a lot before, but at least in the game 2, Chicago was, right? So they know how to close out this game. They have to step up and make a play.
Yeah. And yeah, so Itty will not be able to claim immunity here as no one has the third dodgeball. So this is going to be really, really hard to do, and you really have to count on your chasers here.
You essentially do like a fake 1.5, right? You could just run with the unarmed beater. This is a great scoring
There are no dodgeballs back for the Fury right now.
Yeah, this beater needs to sprint and throw it back as quick as they can.
Yeah. Honestly, if I'm Chicago, I maybe just don't pick up a third dodgeball and make it so that Furies can never do it, and then just trust my chasers to score, because that's what they've been doing.
Yep, you're right. Not picking it up.
And now
no dodgeballs for Fury.
Yeah.
This could be Meow Star's moment. Looking to drive, passes it over. Ooh, a little bit high. Still gets it back. Still 0. Still no dodgeballs. Looking to drive. Sees the hoop. Goes up. Dunks it through the small hoop to finish.
Number 13, Andrew Parcham, with a potential game-winning goal. And that's going to be a winning goal, and the Chicago Meow Stars are the victors of the Next Gen Showcase.
Yeah, 140 to 115.
130.
130 to 115 over Miss Fury.
Yeah, so Chicago, New York is, I think, very close. It is not over, I don't think, but you can always check Quadball 1 for scores.
Yeah, looks like it's 135 Chicago Prowl, New York Titans 110, set score is 140.
Yeah. So, and I think it looks like there's a current stoppage probably for this stream. They probably won't continue that game until after the stream. What? Okay, we're gonna keep the stream going, and we'll be here with the presentation of the medals for the Next Gen Showcase shortly. But thank you so much for tuning in. We hope it's been good, and have a great thanks. And definitely go hop on the stream. It will be back soon. They are not currently playing in Chicago, New York, and I don't think they'll go back on until the stream is back up. So catch us there. But we're gonna do a medal ceremony. So if you want to stick around for that, let us know. Okay, so it looks like we're going to do that right now, so we actually don't need to do this.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are lining up now for the medal ceremony. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. We'll check in right back for the technical difficulties, and we'll see you soon.